and have fun. It's what I'm doing every week. I'm there. It's a safe environment, no experience necessary. They even have a one-of-a-kind kids boxing program. And your first class is free. You say, hey, I heard Carlos on the Monsters. He's going to hook you up with free boxing equipment, wraps, and boxing gloves, just like the ones I got. So go to PortOrangeBoxing.com or DeLandBoxing.com and tell them Carlos sent you.
You can experience firsthand the real benefits of battery-powered outdoor landscaping equipment by Steel at your local Tools Ace Hardware. And remember, Steel products are only sold through servicing dealers like Tools Ace Hardware, which means you can't find Steel equipment at the big box stores. Steel battery-powered equipment has long run times and the ability to switch easily between multiple tools like edgers, trimmers, and blowers. Stop by one of Tools Ace Hardware's 10 Steel locations with service and repair centers right inside their stores. It's no secret Steel outdoor power equipment is synonymous with quality and reliability. And now you can get that same great quality and reliability from Steel's brand new outdoor battery powered tools and equipment. With 12 locations all throughout Central Florida, chances are there's a Tools near you. Find your Tools Ace Hardware and shop online for your brand new Steel battery-powered outdoor tools and equipment at acehardware.com. It's Tools Ace Hardware, your local helpful place.
This Halloween, Dunkin's ready for you to haunt harder. So sip the bone-chillingly bold peanut butter cup macchiato, savored with a frightfully enchanting spider donut. Or sink your fangs into the Dunko-Lantern donut with a blood orange Dunkin' Refresher.
Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
O'Reilly. Did you know 1 in 4 car batteries is weak and needs to be replaced? O'Reilly Auto Parts will test your battery for free. If your battery needs to be replaced, our professional parts people can help you find the right Super Start battery for your vehicle and budget. Don't wait. Get your battery tested for free today at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Bachelor Happy Hour, the one and only official Bachelor Nation podcast, is back. Go behind the scenes with your hosts, Bachelor in Paradise Season 7 newlyweds, Joe Amabile and Serena Pitt, for real stories about what happens in Bachelor Mansion.
Here on Bachelor Happy Hour, we'll be putting all the guys in the hot seat. We'll have exclusive interviews. We'll be the first to talk to the men. We're going to bring the drama into the house and leave probably brokenhearted.
Listen to Bachelor Happy Hour on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you're a pro painter, do you know how much you're paying per gallon for paint? Paint stores try to convince you that you're getting a good deal with deep discounts. But what they don't tell you is their starting price is too high to begin with. If you buy paint from the Home Depot, you're getting the lowest price per gallon on Behr paint, guaranteed. We offer everyday low prices on every gallon of top-rated Behr paints, stains, and primers. Plus, pros earn discounts through our Pro Extra Paint Rewards program. That's the value of the Home Depot. How doers get more done. U.S. only. See store for details.
Best price the first time. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade. Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio 104.1.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The 3 best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Friday, August 11th, 2023. Lots to get to today, from it was all a lie to cameras are being added to school bathrooms, and a 7-foot green goblin is terrorizing Peru. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Sabrina is out. Hello, C-Lane.
What's happening?
And Josh is with us.
Hey.
And you are too. Join us on the show today.
The man is wearing his own shirt.
Go to thenewsjunkie.com.
I love it.
Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time, and this never, ever, ever happens.
What
friends.
happened?
We got a last-minute message.
What?
I cannot believe this. It's from the newly reincarnated Lil Tay.
You almost said K, didn't
I
you?
forgot her name for a second. Lil Tay, what'd she say?
Have a great Friday, you mother.
We did it, everybody! Yeah, we made our way through a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, half a Thursday, and Friday has arrived. We're back to have some fun with you. Join us on the show today. How you guys doing?
Not bad.
Yeah,
Great.
hanging in there, right?
Still a little stuffy.
Oh, God, yeah. There's
You
something
been
going
crying?
around. No, he's not crying. He's just sniffing. He's all sniffed out over there. Probably crying, too, though.
Yeah.
I
He
woke
cries.
up to a text from my wife that said, "How are you feeling?" And I was like, "I don't know. I just woke up. I haven't even got out of bed yet. What do you mean?" She goes, "Well, you were sick snoring." And I was like,
Oh, God.
"What is sick snoring?" She goes, "It sounded like you were snoring for your life."
Yeah. It was the fight of your life. Courtney does that all the time in the morning. I don't know how you guys are, but it's a thing that happens with us. She can wake up and be the biggest morning person in the world.
Hate.
My God. And I'm grumpy and I got my laptop out
Same.
and I'm trying to get my work done. And she's like, "Good morning. How are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm working."
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, God."
Ashley's like, "Pay attention to me." She wants to chat.
Oh,
she
Courtney's
wants to
so
watch.
chatty.
Wow.
She wants to watch TikToks at what I assume she has hooked her phone up to an amplifier
It's because it can't get
that
that
is
loud
designed by the engineers at Bose to annoy the living crap out of me. And
Successful.
She makes me feel bad for being not a morning person.
Yeah.
You should feel bad.
And her theory is that I'm not nice until at least noon.
You know what? When Courtney does it, she gets me every time because she'll go, "How you doing this morning? Everything okay, babe?" And I'll be like, "I'm working." And then she'll go, "Oh, sorry for just asking you how your morning was going." And I'm like, "Oh, well, fair point."
Sorry for caring.
Yeah,
Sorry I annoyed you with my friendship.
Guess I lost this battle here. Before we get into everything, I've decided something officially for the record, all right?
Congrats.
I've decided this. This is officially on the record. I hate kids going back to school. I am not a fan, and there's a new reason why, all right? I don't know if you guys have encountered this at all. I don't know if this is impacting your lives, but I'm watching everybody posting their little adorable kids. They're going back to school. They're headed back in their little backpacks and all their stuff. And they're posting the photos of the kids on social media, all across all the platforms you might think they would put them on all of them. That one, that one.
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see this?
And the kids are holding a sign. And the sign is what pisses me off. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The chalkboard sign?
Chalkboard sign or cardboard, whatever. Usually chalkboard, I think. But what's on the sign that pisses me off? Something on the sign that pisses me off.
Hold on. Class of 2036.
Class of 2036. What the hell is that? Class of 2036 or 2034 or whatever.
Wait, so that's a kid that was born in like 2018.
Yes, this is a little ass kid, and I go 2036, and you talk about the future. For God's sake,
I saw that this morning with a friend of ours, two kids who wanted anything but to take that picture.
Yeah.
Like she had like the wall with the
miserable.
chalkboard and the class of this, and they both look like F you, I don't want to be here.
I used to do that too. Lee Road on YouTube says, Wasson is really becoming a grumpy old man. Maybe. I don't know. When I see 2034, 2036, I'm like, oh my God. I was born in 1981. When this kid graduates, I'll be the oldest of old.
So, like when
the news will be coming around for my birthday, the local news.
we used to do pictures every first day of school, but we didn't have a sign or a chalkboard or anything weird like that. It just took pictures like by the pool.
Right.
And
This guy.
but I didn't really have that shell shock moment until one of my yearbooks in the private school that I went to when I was in elementary school did the class of for every grade.
Right.
And then it was like, yo, you're in first or second grade, whatever. You're the class of 2004. And I went, is that even a real number?
Does that
thought-
exist?
Are we sure we'll get there?
We don't just stay in the 19s and reset?
The world's not going to melt before 2036. Are you sure about this? Another thing that makes me feel old is the parents that will post the photo album, and it'll be, my kid is now in 7th grade, but it'll be the photo of first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, all the way up to 7th grade. And you see the little kid growing up as you like swipe through the photos. And I go, oh yeah, that's great. You know what makes me feel old? When I was a kid, they did this with a pencil on the door frame. They literally just went, how tall are you? Here's your line for this year. All right, you're a little taller. Here's your line for this year. None of that stuff was a thing. I feel old, and I don't want to feel old.
We were lucky to have a door frame.
I'm still just a young boy, okay? I'm a young boy out here, just trying to live my life.
Dude didn't have a door frame.
Let's
embarrassing.
New level of poor achieved. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great big wide world of ours. And we go to a Miami comedy club. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, but it's worth sharing with the world. And there is a comedian who finds a couple in the audience. The couple, this guy and this girl that are sitting together, not dating. They're just friends. And so the comedian wants to drive a wedge.
Hey, man.
Here we go.
Is your best friend? You never How long are you going to keep leading him on like this?
So he says to the woman, how long are you going to keep leading him on like this? This guy's deep into the friend zone, right? The comedian pushes.
You're paying this whole bill? Don't pay the whole bill. You're splitting as friends. Everybody say, if he pays for the bill, he's a what? They said it, not me. You want him? Hey, you want him? You got, huh? Hey, sit next to her. Come sit next to her. Empty chair in here.
This guy is bold. He's rolling right now. There's a pretty blonde at the table next to them by herself, and he's like, you like this guy? He's a good-looking guy, right?
Hey, if she's your best friend, she'll understand. Sit right here. Sit down right there.
And he takes the seat next to the blonde, and they live happily ever after, I guess.
I
right?
assume.
And I don't know what happened
Lord
after that.
willing.
But yeah, hopefully all worked out well after that. We learned yesterday, after I freaked out because my entire laptop melted down, what a journey it was after the first 2 hours of the show yesterday. Celine got to hear me in a meltdown.
Ooh.
I'm just screaming.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I'm just,
yeah.
everything sucks. I'm just screaming, angry, because the world is lining up against me. And zero positivity, all negativity. And I get in my car, and when I get in my car, every light on the dashboard lights up. Your tires are out of air. Your car is out of gas. Your anti-lock brake system is broken. Every light you could possibly...
It's out of locks.
The whole thing. There's 11 lights on the dashboard. And I go, I have 20 minutes to get to the guy who says he can fix my computer's business, and there's no way in hell I'm going to make it. And I tell C-Lane, you got to move your car. It's just chaos. Oh, my God. Finally fixed it. I told the story of just how insane everything got on a secret show. So make sure you check that out this weekend. thenewsjunkie.com/subscribe if you want to subscribe. Okay, so we learned after the show, or kind of during it, but when we weren't doing it, that the Lil Tay situation had resolved itself because Lil Tay is not dead at all, but is very much alive. She says that her Instagram was hacked and it was used to spread jarring misinformation about her and her brother's death. I assure you, she had nothing to do with this, right? It was just a hacker, wasn't her. She waited a random amount of days for, just really reasons that make total sense, I'm sure. In a statement provided to TMZ by Tay's family, it says, I want to make it clear my brother and I are safe and alive, but I'm completely heartbroken and struggling to even find the right words to say. It's been a very traumatizing 24 hours. All day yesterday, I was bombarded with endless, heartbreaking, and tearful phone calls from loved ones, all while trying to sort out this mess. Lies, all lies. No way, no how. This was absolutely her and her family and all those other people.
Wait. So her brother is alive.
Her brother's alive. She's alive.
So how do they explain the seemingly R.I.P. Rip Brother post on her Instagram from 3 years ago?
The only thing I could think of is maybe she tried to fake her brother's death back then, and then it didn't get as much attention. And they're like, let's come back and fake both of the deaths. Let's do that now. She says, by the way, my legal name is Tay Tian, not Claire Hope. My name is not even Claire Hope. So there they go. She was quiet for all this time for reasons that make total and complete sense. And the whole thing is absolutely ridiculous, and I'm glad we don't have to talk about her anymore. Okay, we have so many things to get into on a very busy Friday. I think we're going to have our friend Mo DeWitt, I believe, come in later today to join us on the show.
Is he coming to yell at Josh for being here?
He usually does.
Nice.
So I'll look forward to that.
Call me a murderer again.
Yeah, he gets at you a little bit when he comes in here and he sees you working in the studio. We also want your confessions. Confess to us, and we offer free redemption, free resolution over here. Absolution. We offer all three of them. We offer free absolution over here. We haven't done it in a while. And we want to hear what you have to say, what you have to confess.
It's amazing we haven't done it in a while. You can't even say it.
No, I can't. Free absolution. Said it that time. Nailed it. And anything else you got on your mind. Any questions, we'll answer anything today. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and record a dispatch right now. When we return, a very awkward moment captured on camera. Wait until you hear what happened. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
We are Real Radio 104.1.
Online at realradio.fm.
On your phone with the free iHeartRadio app. And, hey Google, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
I would be happy to.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traveling on I-4, you can expect delays eastbound between US 27 and after State Road 429. There's slowdowns on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. Watch out for an accident on the off-ramp from I-4 westbound to Michigan Street. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Americana Boulevard at Texas Avenue. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Boost your imagination with Audible. Listen to the biggest selection of audio entertainment, from celeb memoirs to motivation and more. Audiobooks, podcasts, and originals. There's more to imagine when we listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Just call up, just call up, just call up, just call up. Ain't you gonna go? Just call up.
Mo DeWitt, Office, Orlando. Sung by non-attorney spokesperson.
Pollo Tropical has a real Cuban sandwich, down to the cut. More roast pork. Esto es lechón, and it will always be lechón. Ham, cheese, pickles. Because without pickles, it's not a real Cuban. Mantequilla is a gift from God, and it's pressed until the cheese melts. A classic. And the drive-thru, it's like una ventanita. The Cuban sandwich from Pollo Tropical. It doesn't get more Cuban than this.
Shooing seagulls away from our beach snacks is easy, but keeping my frequent heartburn away, that was a full-time job. I had to chew up to 10 antacids a day to manage it. Then I tried Prilosec OTC. Just one pill a day blocks my frequent heartburn for a full 24 hours, giving me one-and-done heartburn relief. Thanks to Prilosec OTC, now my heartburn's on vacation too.
Prilosec OTC. One pill a day, 24 hours, zero heartburn. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
This could be the start of a break-in.
Stop. This is Simply Safe.
Or the end of one.
Police are on their way.
Introducing the latest innovation in home security. 24/7 LiveGuard protection, only from Simply Safe. Now, agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
As road pros, we know how to get from point A to point B.
Yeah, from making alternate routes to finding the best cup of coffee on the road.
And how to help get better mileage.
Yep. Yeah, all diesel fuels are not the same.
Yep. Synergy diesel-efficient fuel from Exxon and Mobil stations helps you get further down the road. Helps keep your engine cleaner, you know.
Keep this baby running. That's the goal. Get the job done and get home.
Yep. Pros.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Learn more and find a station at Exxon.com. Compared to diesel without detergent additives. Results may vary.
Nobody wants a root canal, but if it's time, Advanced Endodontics will preserve your natural smile, pain-free, using the latest in modern dental technology with 5 convenient Central Florida locations. An expert Advanced Endodontics team is always close by for appointments or same-day emergencies. No referrals needed. Visit INeedARootCanal.com to learn about Advanced Endodontics, easy financing, and flexible payment plans. That's INeedARootCanal.com.
I want you to remember this company, Phoenix American Hospitality. Visit PAHinvest.com. Their team buys world-class hotel brands like Marriott, Hilton, and Hyatt, then maximizes the profits of each operation. While the rest of America deals with the yo-yo stock market, Phoenix American Hospitality has paid their REIT investors more than 12% in annualized profits. Capitalize on the travel boom and diversify your portfolio. Visit PAHinvest.com.
Past performance does not indicate future results.
If you're a pro painter, do you know how much you're paying per gallon for paint? Paint stores try to convince you that you're getting a good deal with deep discounts. But what they don't tell you is their starting price is too high to begin with. If you buy paint from the Home Depot, you're getting the lowest price per gallon on Behr paint, guaranteed. We offer everyday low prices on every gallon of top-rated Behr paints, stains, and primers. Plus, pros earn discounts through our Pro Extra Paint Rewards program. That's the value of the Home Depot. How doers get more done. U.S. only. See store for details.
Order your Hummer EV at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Today. We appreciate you, and you can join us on the show. We will answer your questions. We will talk about what you want to talk about. You can talk about what we are talking about. You can do all of that over at thenewsjunkie.com right now. Just hit where it says record on your dispatch, and bam, you are off to the races and ready to go. I know before I say this that this is going to be controversial, right? I know that there's going to be some people who are highly offended by what I'm about to say.
What do you eat your hot dogs with a fork?
No, I'm going in a different direction.
That would be offensive.
I seriously know, though that I agree. Yes, that would be offensive. I know before I say this, there's going to be people who are butthurt about this and offended by this, and I just don't care. It's that kind of day here today on the show.
You think the hot dog at Primrose Lanes is too cheap?
No, that would be a hot take, though. It needs to be a $16 hot dog. That's when we're really making it happen. I saw this video. All right, I'm going to play the audio for you here in a second of Mike Pence at some state fair, the former vice president who's running for president. And it illustrates something that I've seen a bunch of times, and it always irritates me. And I know that when I say this, people will grab their pearls and be pissed off. But this whole I'm a veteran thing really gets to me. All right? I'm a veteran. Now I say this. You know, like it's like the veteran's veto, right? Like a heckler's veto, but a veteran, where you say something, they're like, I'm a veteran. And you're like, okay. Awesome. That I appreciate that you were a veteran. That's great. I love the veterans who are listening right now. Before you go crazy on me and go nuclear, I love the veterans. I love the people who are watching right now who are veterans. Love
Sir,
them.
It's nuclear.
I think you're the best, right? But you don't get a heckler's veto in a conversation just because you were a veteran. And I see that so much. It's like the story I told way back in the day on this show where I said I was walking out of a 7-Eleven and some guy said, thank me for my service. And I said, what? And he's, thank me for my service. And I said, no. And I walked around the corner, and I was like, I would have, but the fact that he demanded it is really weird to me, and I don't like this. And this was another one of these moments where it's just like, I get it. I love that you're a veteran, but that doesn't make you immune from things you disagree with. And it doesn't make your opinion more valid unless it's about something that is, about serving in war, right? So Alicia on YouTube says, I tend to agree. I'm married to a veteran. Dwayne says, I agree, and I'm a veteran. And here's what brought me to this, okay? This is what brought me to this thing where I'm like, I get it. You're a veteran, but you can't just scream it out loud and expect to get like a power bonus out of that. And so at this Mike Pence thing at the state fair, some guy stands up and he's like, you were treasonous in the way you acted and behaved on January 6th. And then watch what happens. Here we go.
Yes.
All right.
My question is this. Why did you commit treason on January 6th and not stand?
Shut your mouth!
That's the guy I'm talking about. Let me go back just so you can hear him. He stands up from like 10 people in front of this guy, and he says this.
January 6th and not stand.
I'm a veteran, buddy. You shut your mouth!
I'm a veteran, buddy. You shut your mouth, he says.
It is a weird thing to lead with.
What? Yeah.
What?
What's the point of pointing out your veteran ship?
Because they believe in these situations that makes them the end all be all. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry, veteran guy. I'm sorry about that.
That's
I apologize.
Dr. Veteran to you.
Radio Michael 7 on YouTube says a lot of those aren't really vets. I wonder how many times when they're like the asshole version of this.
Are
that
you claiming stolen valor, Radio
maybe.
Michael 7?
You never know. I think real vets wouldn't stand up and do this. Real vets are like, proud people that if you ask them questions, they'll be like, yes, I served. But they don't just go around screaming, I'm a veteran, at every chance that they would possibly get. Don't take that.
I'm a veteran, buddy.
You shut your mouth. Just tells them to shut up, sit down. I'm a veteran. What I say goes.
Who even likes Mike Pence enough to defend him that hard?
I wouldn't have thought so.
That's interesting.
He's so aggressive. And he's an old man, which I always love when really old men get aggressive because you're like, I'm pretty sure I would risk murder charges if I punched you in the face. Like you're 90 years old. You're a veteran and you were in like the Korean War or something. Like you're not Operation Enduring Freedom veteran. You're like way back when veteran. And I think that if I hit you, it may lead to your death. I probably would kill you. Now, I don't want to kill veterans, just for the record. All right, I'm not trying to do that. I'm just saying that
this guy was around for the Doolittle raids. He's going down.
He's old and he's small, and I don't think that he's going to win the battle with the guy who asked a simple question. I'm a veteran.
Veteran, buddy. You shut your mouth!
Somebody over on Twitch says, E-Fresh Rock says, I'm a news junkie fan, buddy. You shut your mouth. That I'll take. That works.
I think what's funny also is that I don't think we got any resolution from the original bad player in this video.
Mm-hmm.
The dude that was like, oh, why did you commit treason on January 6th? And they're all booing him. And I would like to see the outcome of that. But instead, old veteran McVeteran Pants stands up and takes the center of attention away from this dude who is being the original asshole.
I think it's funny because you wouldn't say it about anything else. Like you wouldn't stand up and say, I'm a landscaper, buddy. You shut your mouth.
I hope someone does that.
Why do you talk about
landscapers, roofers? I'm sorry.
I work at McDonald's, buddy. You shut your mouth. You wouldn't say any of these things. You would just shut up or just say shut your mouth. You wouldn't put the other stuff before it. Sour Patch Pete on Twitch says Sean wants to beat up old vets and 10-year-olds. It leads me there sometimes.
When people speak aggressively but don't curse, I often take them less seriously. Like my friend,
listen, buttface.
My friend was like crossing the street when he shouldn't have been downtown, and he was plastered, and he was like ignoring a cop that was telling him to stop crossing the street, and the cop's like, "Listen here, smart butt."
It takes everything out of it. It's worse than when you try to type the F word in a text message and it turns into ducking. Yeah, it's worse than that, I think. That has happened to me so many times. And I've told you the story, I think, about my uncle, who was for a time a very religious man and great guy. And my uncle when he would come down on vacation to West Palm Beach and hang out with the family, he would be like, no cursing. And his definition of cursing was really stretched. It went to like, you can't say fart, you can't say crap, you can't say...
Oh, that's right.
Like, you really stretched it out. And he would say, if you want to say a bad word, you say something else like apple or this or that. And at one point during the vacation, when we were all hanging out, he got mad at somebody and cursed. And then I threw it back on him, and I was like, well, I thought we were supposed to say apple. And he's like, no, apple doesn't work. And you've proven it. You've proven it right now. I'm a veteran. I'm not actually, though. I don't want to stolen valor or anybody. Let's go over to you, your dispatches. Let's see what's happening where you are. You are chiming in at thenewsjunkie.com, and I'd love to hear from you, just like this one. Here's Tuck Frump with a dispatch for us.
Sean, I'm so happy you brought up the veteran thing. I thought I was alone in this. My dad, my grandfather, and my father-in-law, as well as several other people on both my and my wife's families, have served in the military. None of them use the VA. None of them talk about being a veteran. None of them go to parades. None of them go hang out at the VFWs. None of them try to build companies out of discounts. It was something they did at a point in their life.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that do that. Somebody just said Jersey Mike's gives a 20% discount to veterans, and most of them don't even ask for it.
Right.
And you're like, there's a lot
Actually,
of people.
funny enough, somebody on the text service says my brother was drafted into a war he did not want to fight, a.k.a. Vietnam.
Right.
And is now a veteran, never, ever whips out the I'm a veteran. You'd never know he was a veteran. The one and only thing he takes advantage of is his Lowe's veteran discount.
I'd do that too.
Yeah.
I would do that too if I was him. Yeah, my father was in the Marines. Never once said anything like that. Of course, he didn't like actually fight anybody. He just, was in the Marines for a time. Never talked about it. Never made a big thing out of it.
Not much to talk about.
No, there wasn't a lot of battle that he endured.
You think he would have if he killed somebody?
No.
I would have hoped so.
Usually they don't say anything.
No, you have to pry that out of him.
Yeah. My grandfather didn't like to talk about his time because he was a navigator, and he literally just told the pilots where to go to drop the bombs.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow, the Lane family has killed many a man.
I almost spit.
There is a trail of skeletons behind the Lane family.
We stopped killing a long time ago.
What country were they bombing in?
The European ones.
Oh, the European ones, really? Because if anybody was bombed by Sea Lane's family, send us a dispatch.
The emergency landed in Sweden, but I didn't find that out until his funeral because we all thought that he had to parachute down. And his son finally asked him, why did we all think you had to parachute down? He goes, better story.
Yeah, why not? Stick with it. Did your parents or your grandparents or anything ever do that thing where generationally they would use words where you'd go, ooh, like that?
My grandmother used to say, like, oh, I went to Publix and a nice colored fella helped me with my groceries.
When you hear that, you're like, oh, grandma.
I've heard a lot of Oriental.
That's what my dad would do.
That's a big one.
My dad would be like, the guy who works in the office next to me now, he's so nice. He's the sweetest Oriental man I've ever met.
My cousin was just telling me my cousin was just telling me a story about my grandfather, same grandfather that dropped the bombs. He used to say Chinaman.
That's worse.
And
that is worse.
We were so used to him saying Chinaman that my cousin was giving like a lecture somewhere, and she said Chinaman, and then it immediately went, oh, I was supposed to say that one. That one was not a good one.
That word hasn't dated all that well, I don't think. Let's see. Who else do we got here? Let's go over to Bro Villa. He's talking about his son, Jordan. Okay.
Hey, what's up, junkies? Yo, happy Friday, my brother. Hopefully
Saturday,
you guys had
Sunday.
a great weekend. And this one goes out to my son, Jordan. He's got a great interview today for a coordinator position at Disney.
Nice.
He's been there 5 years. Disney's been taking care of his school. He's made the dean's list the last 3 years in college.
Look
bro.
at this kid.
I only did that once.
It's all good, man. He gets whatever he wants because of the grades and because of what he does, man. He's got his 5-year anniversary in with Disney, and now he has an opportunity to start moving up.
That's great.
Good for you, bro. All right. We love you. Guys, have a good day.
Thank you, Bro Villa. Appreciate you.
Did you guys have like incentives for getting good grades?
Yeah, never did them. Never hit them. Yeah, my parents would rack them up so much that I think at one point they knew I wasn't going to try because I could have got good grades, but I never went to school, so it makes it a little more difficult. But my parents would start ratcheting them up. They'd start with like, we'll give you $100 per A. And then when I never hit any of those, they'd be like, we'll buy you a brand new car. And they just know that there's 0% risk.
Mine with my dad, if I got all A's and B's, was a trip to Best Buy.
Really? You could get whatever you want?
Not whatever, like within reason. Usually it's like a video game or something like that. And then I said, what do I get if I get all A's? And he goes, 2 trips to Best Buy.
That's not bad at all. I did that to Dylan once. I used to spoil him every now and then because I felt bad for being a terrible father. So I'd say, let's go. And Dylan would get in the car. I'd drive him to Toys R Us. And I'd say, guess what, Dylan? You can get anything you want in this store. Anything. I said, you get one thing, you can get anything you want. And that's the day I learned how indecisive my son is, because we were in a Toys R Us for about 3.5 hours as he was struggling with the one thing that he was going to get. Here is...
All you have to do is pick it.
Yeah.
Now.
Right. Yeah, I started to get angry at the end of it. Here's Nick with a dispatch.
So I was never bombed by C-Lane's family, but I did once get bombed with C-Lane down at Casey's.
All right.
That man knows how to drink.
Yeah, he does. True story. Very true story. We want to hear from you whether you got bombed by C-Lane's family or not. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Send us your first dispatch right now. When we come back, there's something that is tied into kids going back to school and things being expensive out there in the world that I don't think it's all that true. And I want to tackle this. I think you're going to agree with me, but we'll see. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is Real Music Weekends. Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
From the Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center. Powered locally by Ferguson HVAC.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Afternoon highs today soaring to the upper 90s. It will be hot and humid. There's a heat advisory in effect until 7 o'clock tonight. Limited rain chances starting mainly after 2 o'clock at 30% coverage. And then we're quiet overnight with another round of heat and humidity for the weather weekend ahead. Stay weather aware and always remember to depend on the Fox 35 Storm Team. I'm meteorologist Allison Gargaro.
This report is sponsored by Napa Auto Parts. When your ride fires on all cylinders, so do you. That's why Napa is on a mission to keep you in motion. With nearly 6,000 Napa Auto Parts stores and over 17,000 Napa Auto Care centers, the Napa network has everything you need to get up and go.
Find high-quality healthcare in Florida at healthfinder.fl.gov. Effortlessly explore facilities based on quality measures like infection rates, surgical complications, and readmissions. Compare safety records for medical facilities like hospitals, nursing homes, and outpatient surgery centers with ease. Elevate your healthcare decisions with the transparency tool at healthfinder.fl.gov. Choose wisely. Live healthy. Paid for by the Florida Agency for Healthcare Administration.
Everyone's headed back to school, and I've got your key to looking fine in the car line. Hey, it's RC Hill from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Right now, you could drive a nice new car for just $9 down. Ditch your old ride. You'd be proud to show off in the new 7-seater 2023 Outlander or the stylish Mirage. Cleanest gas car in America, 43 miles per gallon starting at $15,900. Hurry, this deal's done when the school bell rings. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. See all my A-plus rides at rchill.com.
Offers require bank approval. See dealer for details.
For over a decade, SimpliSafe has revolutionized home security, and our latest advancement is here, 24/7 LiveGuard protection, only from SimpliSafe. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplisafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
To everyone who believes family is what mealtime is all about, let our guest Emmy share what she loves about Culver's.
From the moment my family walked in, we knew Culver's was the place for us. Being greeted by someone who's truly happy to see you, you don't find that everywhere. There's just something nice about a cook-to-order butter burger and creamy, fresh frozen custard that tastes like it was made just for you. But time with family, now that's what's really special.
Stop in and experience what mealtime means at Culver's. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious. To everyone who needs a little delight in their day, let our team member Paul tell you about one of our favorite sweet treats.
Ending mealtime with a special treat is a tradition in Wisconsin. And what better way to sweeten your day than a blue spoonful of a Culver's concrete mixer? We handcraft our thick and creamy fresh frozen custard with any mixin you crave, from the indulgence of Snickers to the richness of pure Dove chocolate.
Come to Culver's and let us make your day a little bit sweeter. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
The best time to get a great deal on a Jeep SUV is now, during the Summer of Jeep event. Well-qualified returning FC lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo 4x2 for $419 a month for 36 months, with $2,999 to its signing. Tax, title, license extra. No security deposit required. Call 1-888-925-JEEP for details. Requires dealer contribution and lease through Ally Financial. Current lease must end by 9/2/24. Extra charge for miles over 30,000. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 9/5. Jeep is a registered trademark.
It's a beautiful day at the grocery store. Uh-oh, looks like there's some spilled tomato sauce. Here comes the slide.
Ooh, that's going to leave a mark, Bob.
Injuries can come out of left field. Call Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Shooing seagulls away from our beach snacks is easy, but keeping my frequent heartburn away, that was a full-time job. I had to chew up to 10 antacids a day to manage it. Then I tried Prilosec OTC. Just one pill a day blocks my frequent heartburn for a full 24 hours, giving me one-and-done heartburn relief. Thanks to Prilosec OTC, now my heartburn's on vacation too.
Prilosec OTC. One pill a day, 24 hours, zero heartburn. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
Look, our money is being attacked from every angle. Inflation, rate hikes, banks failing. That's why thousands of Americans have decided to protect it with gold and silver. Goldco can help you diversify your money, and you could get up to $10,000 in free silver. Call 855-707-GOLD.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival is coming back to T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas this September.
Superstar artists from every genre.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Buy tickets now at AXS.com.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassey's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
In a world of ever-changing algorithms, you can still find us here. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the newsjunkie.com in just a moment. I know you've seen this thing that people have been doing because stuff is expensive, right? Inflation's going on out there. Things are more pricey than they were. There's $15 hot dogs floating around. It's a wild time, right? But I keep seeing people who are posting things that I know it can't be true or it's misleading. And they'll show like 3 bags of groceries and they'll say, this was $498. Unbelievable. Things are so expensive out there.
What was that, like 3 bags of nothing but prime rib?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I could get to $500 in 3 bags of groceries.
It would be like a supermarket sweep challenge to do it, right? You'd have to like max out everything. Stuff is more expensive, but people are also, in some cases, exaggerating this. And the meme has gone so viral that I've seen the anti-meme out there. And somebody goes, you got to fix this country, Joe Biden. Things are so screwed up out there. I just spent $1,200 at the grocery store. Then they showed all their grocery bags lined up. and behind their grocery bags, you could see the top of an Xbox 360 and a PlayStation 5. And it's like, yeah, that makes more sense. That adds up a little bit because people are exaggerating that stuff. And there's a guy out there who's been making the rounds this week, and he says people can't even live anymore. And he showed the groceries he bought for $100, he said. And it was like nothing, you know. It was like some cans of stuff and like some eggs and some other things. It is there's exaggeration going on out there where I think you're overstating what's actually happening. Now, I know this not because I go to the grocery store, because you probably know that's not true. I mean, I'm not out there going to the grocery store.
Of course.
But Courtney goes to the grocery store, and Courtney is a grocery store ninja. She will come back, and she'll show me all the stuff she got, and she'll go, I used the app, and I used this, and I got $40 off, and I spent $220. I'm like, damn. Like,
my roommate used to be
she's so good
like
at
that. He used to be an extreme couponer.
It's so easy for some of the grocery stores. Like locally, we have Publix in the Publix app. You go in there and you click all the coupons you want, and then when you're checking out, it's connected to your account, so you don't have to hand them anything. You don't have to like hand them.
You just put in your phone number, I think.
Yeah,
right?
you put in your phone number and it connects
I should
it to
do that more often.
It's so smart, man. Every time she comes back with so much stuff, and I'm going like the counter, the giant counter in the kitchen is filled with all this stuff she's bought. And I go, how much was this? She's like $200. And so I think that sometimes when you see these, there's people just exaggerating all of the extra costs that they're facing. Now, there are extra costs, and things are very expensive, and there's a lot of things that are wildly out of control price-wise. But I think there's a bunch of people exaggerating it. Millen Surfer on Discord says, I just spent $160 at Publix, and I got a ton of S. Yes. Eric says, grocery store prices are up 30 to 40% in some cases. You just got to be a little more smart about things, like Millen Surfer says. I'll tell you, I know some things that we have done, and I'm not like super focused on it, trying to shave off every penny, but we have tried to stop going as much to the 7-Eleven around the corner to buy White Claw, because a 12-pack of White Claw is like $26 or something.
Yeah, you got a hell of a markup there.
It's crazy. But you go to Publix, it's not nearly as expensive. It's like totally, I think you can maybe get 2 for that much, or it's close to it. I don't know the prices.
If you're lucky.
Yeah, if you're out there and you're searching and you're smart, you'll do just fine. You just got to be a little smart. Becky on YouTube says, I miss clipping all my coupons. Back home, it was great with the double coupons. Coupons, how do you guys say that? Coupons. My mom used to say coupons.
No.
But my mom said everything weird.
Yeah.
So my mom would say onion.
Oh, yeah.
Like
onion.
Onion?
Yes. She was from Vermont. Talk is weird. They say all kinds of weird things.
Bunch of Ben and Jerry's lovers.
Can't trust them anyway.
No, sir.
When I had my old roommate, he had like a bin of coupons underneath his bed, and he would just take them to CVS, and he would come home with this like feet by feet long receipt. He's like, look at all the stuff I got. Like they ended up giving him money one of the times.
He was next level, huh?
Yeah.
That's like a very advanced form of doing this. There was a guy this week, and we have to talk about this real quick because it's a pretty crazy story. It's got people all fired up. This guy who lives in Utah, or lived in Utah, he's dead. He was big fan of former President Trump. And big fan of threatening people online with all sorts of like, I'm going to shoot you with this gun. He said that, I've got my semi-automatic rifle and my ghillie suit, and I'll be waiting for Biden when he comes to Utah. All these different things that he said. And then the FBI.
Suit?
It's like, it looks like a bunch of bushes.
Yeah.
Like that thing, like you might hide on the sidewalk with one and scare people or something. It's one of those things.
Yeah, like that homeless guy downtown.
Exactly. Hate that dude. Not because he's homeless, because of those stuff.
Because he scares you.
Yeah. So the FBI goes and visits this guy in Utah, and the FBI goes, "Hey, are you?" And they said what his username was, and he says, "Yeah, that's me. And he says to the FBI agents, "I said it was in a dream." And he's hiding behind the fact that he's like, oh, I had a dream. It would be like me saying this. Had a dream last night. I killed Josh Fowler, stabbed him 78 times in the face, ripped off his arms and beat him with it, and then cut off his legs. It was in a dream, right? So now I'm not on the hook for this. That was violent. I felt weird about it. I'm sorry.
It was hard not to laugh over that.
I felt a little bit bad about that. But so this guy posted that stuff. And then he posted a lot of stuff where he wasn't talking about dreaming. He was actually just threatening people. The FBI shows up. He says it was about a dream. And then when the FBI leaves, he starts posting, I'm going to kill the FBI if they come back. So the FBI goes back to raid his house.
Saying a lot of stuff here today.
Yeah.
In a dream.
I'm putting myself in a bad spot, but so be it. FBI goes back to his house. They raid the house, and as they go in, like a bunch of them armed, flashbang grenades and stuff, they said that he pulled out a weapon and they killed him. So he ended up dying in this. And the interesting thing about this is some information that just came out about who ratted this guy out. But just in case you don't know, here's CBS talking about this, I think.
A Utah man was shot and killed early this morning during an FBI raid on his home. CBS's Ed O'Keefe reports that the agents were attempting to serve an arrest warrant after the man allegedly threatened to kill President Biden, his family, and several others.
Lots of threats.
Former President Obama.
According to court filings, just 3 days ago, Craig Robertson posted that he'd heard President...
He
looks the type.
He's got a big old gun he's posting on his social media, and he had lots of photos like this, and is showing off all his weapons, and he's got the threats, so they know that this guy's armed.
And posted that he'd heard President Biden was coming to Utah. Robertson made a threat, saying he would be cleaning the dust off the M24 sniper rifle.
Welcome, buffoon-in-chief.
I like welcome was misspelled. And CBS News consultant.
I think this is about as extreme as it gets.
Video shot by neighbors apparently shows the FBI raid, which began this morning, and at some point explosions are seen. One neighbor said they heard around 6 gunshots and that Robertson's body was eventually brought out to the street. Early Wednesday, sources tell CBS News an FBI team tried to arrest Robertson at his Provo, Utah home.
He's got a little house.
An hour's drive from where the president's traveling tonight.
And they busted into this house, and they tried to get this guy, and he ended up, they said, I don't know yet, but they said he ended up pulling out a gun, and they shot and killed him. We'll see what happens there, the investigation, all that stuff. Don't always believe the FBI, the feds.
This is Ruby Ridge all over
again. Could be. But I read the court documents, and when I was going
through
all the court documents on this, I read the warrant, and they outlined all the threats that this guy did, and I think they were justified in talking to him because he did threaten a lot of people, including the President of the United States of America. But it said in the arrest warrant, in the court documents on this, that he was reported to the FBI through the FBI's tip line by somebody, right? And it just came to light who this guy was reported by. He was actually reported by a social media platform that saw his post on their platform and said, look, FBI, this guy's threatening people's lives.
Dear FBI.
You should look into this guy. And the FBI said, okay, thank you, social media platform. Let's go look into this guy. And he ends up dead. What social media platform ratted him out? What do you think it was? Which one of the big, well, all of the social media networks?
Hold on.
Who ratted this guy out?
There is one that is trying to make a name for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Threads?
It is not Threads. Threads has still not made any news.
Is it? This is my guess because he seems the type to have abandoned Facebook probably. Mm-hmm. Was it Truth Social?
It was Truth Social.
Oh. He got re-truth to the FBI.
President Trump's platform ratted him out for the threat that he put on their posts or on their platform. Were Truth Social to never have reported him to the FBI, again, President Trump's platform, he probably wouldn't have received the first visit from the FBI, and then the follow-up visit that ended up with him dead would probably not have happened if it wasn't for the fact that Truth Social said, hey, this guy Craig Robertson, this guy should be on your radar. Look what he said over here. And they showed up at his house, and the rest is not good for him because he is dead right now. I said that a little darkly, but it's out there already. Let's go over to you. Let's work in a couple of dispatches and to see what's going on. The weekend's here. Enjoy yourself. Here's Big T. He's got a dispatch for us. Oh, he's tiny. Is that it? Yeah, I can't hear you, Big T. Sorry. We'll go over to Guitar Slinger instead.
Oh, Sean, your lady's like my lady. She does all the coupons and the BOGOs and the app stuff. She'll come home. I spent $100 and I saved $102. I don't know how she does it. I go and buy a steak, a 6-pack of beer, and a couple blocks of cheese and I'm at $60.
That's right.
So I appreciate that skill. You better too, man.
I'm the worst at all that stuff.
A couple blocks of cheese for.
That's a lot of cheese for one person.
I go and I buy like blocks of cheese, beer. That's about it. And then I forget what I went there for in the first place.
Hey, there's always Papa John's. They're just a call away at any time.
Did you eat your Papa John's last night?
I did. I ate a whole half a pizza.
Nice. Treated himself. That's what you're supposed to do. You deserve it. Here's Zero Cool.
Hey, what's up, junkies?
Hey.
On the topic of the grocery thing and things being really expensive. We still go to Publix for some stuff, but we've started going to Aldi and Sam's Club, and we have certain things we get at each place. And I gotta say, man, Aldi's
smart.
You find the right one, meaning the right location.
Guys also
around.
save it on volume too.
Not a lot of people in the store.
A little
good
loud in the
selection.
background.
All their stuff's great, and it seems like it's around half the price of their places. So, between that, buying in bulk at Sam's, and then going to Publix with the stuff that we gotta have there, we've definitely shaved down.
Folks, let this be a note to yourself. Make sure you listen back to your dispatch so we can hear you, and it's not too quiet and not too windy in the background. Those things are important. Angel on YouTube says, I think the person that reported it was on Truth, not the actual platform reporting. No, senior law enforcement told NBC News that former President Donald Trump's Truth Social platform notified the FBI about Robinson after he threatened to kill Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg. The post was on the platform, and the platform identified him to the FBI. Here's Mr. Popo, says, I was slain by Sea Lane.
So my great-grandpa served in World War I. He was deployed over to some European country, and he would always tell the story of the one battle that he was involved in. There was this heroic U.S. figure that went into a village, slayed the entire enemy village, and rescued some POWs all in one night. And they only knew that his last name was Lane, and that is how the catchphrase "slain by Lane" started.
Everybody says it.
I wonder if there's any relation.
It could be. Everybody says that. Slain by Lane.
Never heard that catchphrase before. And also, my grandfather was in World War II.
Might have been a different one. Might have been a
This
great
could have been
grandpa.
the earlier Lane.
Yeah, slain by Lane is a big thing though. It's especially big with like the younger generations.
Yeah.
And, like if you wear a cool outfit to school, they'd be like, "Damn, slain by Lane." Or if you,
You happy with that?
there's various uses for it.
It's the new sheesh.
It's like "Damn, Daniel." There's various different things like this. We want to hear from you. Send us your dispatch and join us here on the show. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we return, you plus an American Airlines update. Wait until you hear this story. It's going to blow your mind as we roll on a Friday. That's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
The 2023 Real Radio Charity Poker Tournament presented by JustCallMode.com will be August 19th. Get the details at realradio.fm/poker.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Watch out for delays due to an accident on John Young Parkway heading northbound at State Road 408. There's slowdowns due to an accident on Valencia College Lane heading eastbound at Econ-Lahatchie Trail. You can expect delays on I-4 eastbound between US 27 and after State Road 429. Road construction has closed Orange Avenue heading southbound south of Central Boulevard and before Anderson Street. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Hey DQ fans, the Caramel Fudge Cheesecake Blizzard treat has arrived. It's so wonderful that you won't want to miss out. Indulge your cheesecake cravings and get a heaping helping of fudge and caramel too. Try it today, only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Don't miss the boat, my friends. Compare your quote today. That mortgage guy, Don, president of Happy Home Mortgage Brokerage and host of the Home Loans Radio Show, he is here for you. He has over 250 5-star Google reviews and 1,100 reviews at experience.com. So I think it's very safe to say that Don knows what he's doing. And I can say with full confidence that Don is looking out for you. He has your best interest in mind. He's going to treat you like a friend and not like a number like the other mortgage companies. See, chances are very high that you're leaving money on the table, so get the money off the table and back in your hands where it belongs. Get a free fast quote review at thatmortgageguydawn.com. Hit the compare button, and Don's going to review your quote today. That mortgage guy, Don, he's a mortgage broker, not a corner bank or retail lender, and that means he has direct access to wholesale lenders that consumers do not. If you want to see the difference, go to the website right now. Chock full of information for you, very easy to navigate through, and direct access to the man himself. Plain and simple. No spam, no hassle, just peace of mind. Check it out now. Thatmortgageguydawn.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguydawn.com.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Deals on the McD app are kind of like cool breezes on a hot summer day. You don't know when they're coming, but when they hit, there's nothing quite like them. Save time and get back to summer fun when you order ahead on the app. Pick up a juicy, tender McCrispy, golden fries, and a refreshing Dr. Pepper. It's 30% off your entire order when you spend $5 using mobile order and pay on the McD app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid 6/1/23 through 12/31/23 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Dr. Pepper is a registered trademark of Dr. Pepper 7-Up, Inc.
A meal at McDonald's brings my family closer together. And now that same meal helps bring other families closer together. When we order a family bundle deal that has 40 crispy chicken McNuggets and 2 large fries, McDonald's donates 50 cents to local Florida Ronald McDonald House Charities chapters, providing a home away from home so families can stay close to their child during medical care. We can also round up our order and the extra will get donated. Food, family, and helping others? What could be better? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
For over a decade, SimpliSafe has revolutionized home security, and our latest advancement is here, 24/7 LiveGuard protection, only from SimpliSafe. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplisafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
This Saturday and Sunday only at Old Navy, get $15 jeans for adults and kids jeans for just $12. That's right. Grab adult jeans for just $15 and kids jeans for only $12 this weekend only at Old Navy. Valid 8/12 and 13. Select styles only.
Bachelor Happy Hour, the one and only official Bachelor Nation podcast, is back. Go behind the scenes with your hosts, Bachelor in Paradise Season 7 newlyweds, Joe Amabile and Serena Pitt, for real stories about what happens in Bachelor Mansion.
Here on Bachelor Happy Hour, we'll be putting all the guys in the hot seat. We'll have exclusive interviews. We'll be the first to talk to the men. We're going to bring the drama into the house and leave probably brokenhearted.
Listen to Bachelor Happy Hour on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at when you UnitedUS.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
They're getting a little tougher, these kids that are going back to school. They've been too soft for too long. We had a whole school. You remember this? It was like earlier in the year, I think this year. There was a whole school that was closed down for like a week because there was some bats in the school. There's a couple of bats.
You son of a bitch. Might as well just cancel the print job that's not happening.
Is this from this week in Florida?
Yes, it is.
Oh, well, you can't print it, you can't do it. That's how it goes around here. That's what they say. Slain by lane and can't print it, can't do it. So there's
can't print it, can't do it is dumb.
That's phrase rich today.
This school in Tampa, it's called Northwest Elementary School, and they have a bunch of bats living in the school. And they said, screw it. We're going back anyhow. We're going to do school regardless of this.
Look at that, Josh, right there. Bats living at Tampa Elementary School.
Yeah, I'm doing it over here.
X this.
Unreal.
It says on Thursday, students at Northwest Elementary in Tampa will get a real-life look at wildlife. Bats have recently taken up residence in the school. It comes in the midst of bat mating season. Oh, I didn't know that was happening right now, but here we are. It's hard to say how many or exactly how they got inside, but they said there's bats living inside the school. These bats that we have, a majority of our bats are called free-tailed bats. They've got little tails, and they love man-made structures, says this guy who's an expert on wildlife. And so they said, we're not going to shut down the school. We're not going to be as soft as all these other people have been in the past. School has to happen regardless. We would go to school when all kinds of stuff was going on when I was younger. It didn't matter what was happening in the world. You still went to school. It didn't matter if there was 800 bats in the school. Didn't matter that we used to have a raccoon wandering around the school hallways. Nobody cared. You had to go to school. You fight the raccoon if you encounter the raccoon. That's just the way it goes. And I'm glad they're getting back to this. We need tougher students, and if they're scared of bats, then they're never going to make it through life. Although I must caveat with this. Courtney constantly makes fun of me because I do have I wouldn't say it's a fear, but I have I would say an issue I have.
With what?
Flying things.
Oh.
Like when we went to the insectarium in New Orleans one time because we're wild like that. And then she goes, oh, let's go through this thing. They have this whole butterfly room. And when you go in there, the butterflies are flying around.
Immediately go home and read more court documents?
I went in there and I hated it. The butterflies are all flying around. They're trying to land on you and stuff. I'm swatting at them.
My wife hates butterflies.
I hate them. I hate any kind of thing like that that's flying. I don't like birds flying around me. I don't like anything flying in the air. Stay away from me. You have all of the sky. You can use all of that territory. I don't know why you have to be near me. There's no need for this stuff. There is another animal-related story, so we might as well get to it, right? And I hope it happened in Florida just so I can steal more from C-Lane right now.
What a dick.
There is a supermarket that shut down. It was not in the state of Florida. It was in Austria, where Arnold Schwarzenegger is from, I think. And they had to shut down this grocery store because they spotted something inside that is a venomous Brazilian wandering spider. I'm not familiar with these things, but I guess they're pretty bad, and they have a unique impact on you if they bite you. It says a bite from the deadly creature. Look up Brazilian wandering spider if you guys can. I want to see what these things can do. But they said a bite from the deadly creature can cause long-lasting, painful erections.
There goes one of my stories. I'm not joking.
Really?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I had that.
I'm just demolishing segments over here.
Spider with bite that can cause permanent boners. That's what it says.
That's the headline.
That's a good headline. The store manager allegedly rang the fire department after spotting the 4-inch black and red creepy crawly. This is what it looks like if you're watching on YouTube or twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. It's weird. Like puts its legs up.
This
in
would
the air.
save me a lot of money on sildenafil.
Oh man, yeah. You just if you had one of these by the bedside and you go, all right, babe, hang on. You take the spider and you let it bite you real quick. You're good for a week or two, I think. The Brazilian wandering spider's venom stimulates excitement that lasts for hours, according to Live Science. Those who are bitten can suffer high blood pressure. Well, I don't need a spider for that. And pain throughout their bodies.
Samesies.
The other part of it, the excitement down below, is a side effect that everybody who gets stung by this spider will experience along with the pain and discomfort. So they shut down the grocery store until they could track down this one spider out there. And hopefully
they evacuated the place and just Boner City.
That's weird, man. Yeah, I've never heard of that spider. Brazilian wandering spider. Did you find anything on that? No, I'll look it up myself.
Just
Nobody
the
does what I
same
say.
stuff you've been.
No, I'll look it up here. Wandering.
Still trying to print it.
It's a member of the Citenidae family.
That's probably
of wandering spiders.
Citenidae? That sounds
See,
fake.
the boner thing is fun, but it also causes extraordinary pain, which
It looks like a pretty big spider, but maybe the photo is just zoomed
rather
in.
just get a regular old boner.
Yeah, who wouldn't? But if you can't do that naturally, you could always grab one of these things and you'll be set to go. There is a man who has gone mega viral overnight. I don't really know why. And honestly, I saved this to hear it with the both of you to see why this is everywhere
Facebook,
today.
Instagram,
But it
Twitter,
is.
y'all see this?
And if you haven't encountered this, guarantee you're going to see this guy's face before the end of the weekend. All right? This is everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. This became the most listened to song in the world in the past 24 hours, all because it started going viral. And I guess the guy who sang this is an off-the-grid farmer who lives in the countryside. His name is Oliver Anthony, or Ain't Got a Dollar on Twitter. And I don't know why this has gone so viral. All I see here, and I saw his face like 5 times in my feeds this morning, is a bearded man with an acoustic guitar and a microphone recording stuff outside. But for some reason, this is just really, really exploding.
That is
in
a
popularity.
red beard.
Yeah, he does. He has a red beard. And he's from Richmond, Virginia, I believe. Hang on, let me see. Yeah, it's called Rich Men North of Richmond. That's the song he wrote. I just want to see why this is absolutely exploding everywhere. Let's see how it goes.
It's good, though.
His voice is beautiful. He did say a word we can't say on the radio.
Listen, he's an Appalachian gentleman. We talk like that.
No,
up
I'm
there.
worried. Should I keep? Do I keep? What? I want to hear a little more.
You
of
only
him,
get
though.
one more.
Yeah, but he's not going to say it again, right?
Yes.
There's no way.
That could be the chorus. Could be
He's
one
like,
of those songs
F this
that
BS job.
starts with the chorus.
He doesn't look like a guy who curses more than once. Take a look at him. He's from Richmond, Virginia. He looks like a sweet man with a red beard. I'm going to risk it on him. I think the guy's going to be good. I don't think he's going to curse again. Are we okay if he does?
Sure, we'll just have no dump.
Well, that's how we
And
roll
then
around
I can
here.
say whatever I want.
No, that's bad. That's bad if you do that. But I want to hear more. His voice is so good. Here he goes. Please don't curse again, red-bearded man. Please don't curse again.
So I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to.
Wow.
People like me, people like you, wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you
The
think.
guy's in D.C.
Come on, Redbeard. What are you doing?
He's
to
got
me?
feelings, man.
You should check this out. It's really, I think it's pretty good.
This music is very popular right now because
Is it?
everyone is sad and tired.
Yeah, and it's like sad, tired country music kind of. Would you call that country music?
Yeah, that's Americana.
He reminds me a little bit of a more, like a little more country-leaning Ben Nichols from Lucero.
Yeah, I think
I could hear
I
that.
feel like a little bit of Manchester Orchestra in his
Oh,
voice.
yeah.
I get a little vibe off of that. You know what? I trust him again.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Red Beer won't let us down
Absolutely
three
not.
times. Red Beer will never let us down three
trust
times.
Yes, he will.
No, 2 times is all that this guy has in him. He's never going to curse again.
Can you build up your trust for another 3 seconds?
I think he's done. I don't think he's going to curse anymore.
What's his name?
His name is Oliver Anthony.
Okay.
Rich Men North of Richmond is the name of the song. And it became the most listened to song in the last 24 hours. And I do dig his voice. And he's just like, he's outside recording this, for God's sake. I like it. I'm down with it.
You say that he's off the grid. He had to be on some grid to get the hold of that Neumann or whatever, that really nice microphone he's got.
Is that guitar he has expensive? You don't usually see him like that. It's the guitar he has is a Gretsch or something. And you see, what is it when the guitar has this metal thing on it?
It's a dobro.
Is that what that is? A dobra?
Dobro.
Dobro? Okay, I've seen these before. I usually see it on somebody when they're playing like the steel guitar version of things. Anyhow, check them out.
A lot of time you'll see that guitar like in somebody's lap and used as a slide.
Yeah.
No spoilers, but I don't think he curses again till the very end of the song. I said till the very end of the song.
We got a lot of song left. Do you have?
Oh wait, no. There's another.
Come on! Unbelievable.
He says S and BS like twice.
He's mad. He's upset. You should go check out his song. In fact, I'll retweet it here over on @TheNewsJunkie on Twitter, and I'll put it up on See It Now so you can check that out because you're going to be seeing him all over the place. That's going pretty viral.
He's definitely got some sort of popularity if the lyrics are on Genius already.
Yeah, really.
Eric Ford says, "Here comes Best of again."
The woman from the American Airlines flight who said that the person on the flight was not real is finally speaking out. Tiffany Gomez is her name. And she's saying that this whole thing has been, oddly enough, a surreal experience because...
What, going viral and becoming a meme? Yeah.
Yeah, she said it's insane. It can change your life. And she's talking about how we do this to people. When somebody freaks out or whatever, we put the video out there, and then all of a sudden, overnight, you're famous? I don't know if you... Infamous? And you get in one of these viral news cycles. She said people have been stalking her. People have been gathering at her house in Dallas, Texas. That's where she lives. So... Hello, Tiffany, if you're listening to us on 97.1 The Freak in Dallas. She said that people had gone through her mail and were bothering her around the clock, all as a result of this video of her saying somebody on the flight was not real. What do you think? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. Okay, let's work in one or two real quick. Here is Ryan has a dispatch for us.
The Spiderman that got bit by that spider probably shoots his webs from a different place. Am I right?
I didn't want to laugh.
Wasn't the worst thing I've heard.
It was short, funny.
Let's see. Here is a guitar slinger. Is this a song? Bombed by Sea Lane? I hope it's a song.
The only way I've ever been bombed by Sea Lane's family is if they happen to own the Tullamore Dew distillery in Ireland.
They don't.
No, they don't. You're in the clear. Not great, but you're in the
I like
clear.
the Spider-Man guy better.
Yeah, that was superior to this. And here is Shy Shoe with a dispatch about shopping.
Happy Friday, News Junkie.
Hey.
Saturday, Sunday. Let's go weekend. For me, the secret to shopping is just grab that little hand basket. Once you go to cart, your grocery bill just goes through the roof.
True.
Keep the basket. Keep it reasonable.
That's a
Have
smart
a good one.
move.
Later.
Yeah, I think that works out. Thank you, Shy Shoe.
But the second you put something heavy in the basket, and then it wants to slide to one side. Now the center of gravity is off, and I hate the basket.
First world problems. But yes, I agree. I've had that happen before, back when I used to go to grocery stores. Enva has sent us a dispatch. A little hesitant here. It says, a little racist, but funny. That's
when you're qualifying it like that.
Should we listen, or have we done enough damage?
How racist is a little racist?
It says a little racist, but funny.
Towards whom?
I don't know. I don't even know who the target is. I'll start it.
Hey, so the whole
Chinaman thing. That's funny.
Oh.
But I guess maybe not. Who knows if I'm allowed to even say that. But I'm a manager at Publix, and I got a meat cutter. And his dad was from Sicily, and he moved to New York in the late 30s, early 40s. And he thought black people were chimney sweepers.
Okay.
Folks, let's clear that out. Let's get the bad stuff out.
Awkward.
And by the way, a little racist?
Hey, bobbity boopy, they sweep at a chimney.
I think that's full on into the territory there, but you do you. Naomi says, I found that song on YouTube Music and I really like it. I think she's talking about the same one, but maybe, who knows? We're going to hear from you. More dispatches coming up. We got the next episode on the way. We got a busy Friday. We got some friends dropping by. And when we come back, a big move for Robo taxis. Something is happening and happening fast. What is it? It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Holding your virtual hand as the world crumbles. Real Radio 104.1 on Facebook. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Travel with caution. Authorities are clearing up an accident on the beach line heading eastbound after Innovation Way, exit 19. The right shoulder's blocked. There's slowdowns due to an accident on Americana Boulevard at Texas Avenue. Traveling on I-4 this afternoon, you can expect delays eastbound between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Since 2010, Blindster has sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters to satisfied customers across the country with 20,000 five-star reviews and an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau. Custom blinds at low prices and free shipping. Blindster.com.
The 2023 Real Radio Texas Hold'em Charity Poker Tournament presented by Injured on the Go JustCallMo.com is now sold out. But don't worry, there's still a way for you to join us Saturday, August 19th at the Orlando Science Center and help us raise money for the mustard seed of Central Florida by joining us in the HomeLoansRadio.com casino. That's right, casino passes are still available and you get casino chips, food from Hard Rock Cafe Orlando, access to raffle and silent auction items, plus selfie opportunities with all your favorite local celebrities, and watch who wins it all on the Solar Source Final Table. Go to realradio.fm/poker for more info.
Get ready to win your way to our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival and $1,000.
You'll be there. T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, September 22nd and 23rd.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival.
The Hartford Small Business Insurance knows that opening a small business is a great achievement. Thanks to all the owners for all they do to keep our communities vibrant and strong. Learn more about the Hartford Small Business Insurance and why over 1 million small business owners trust them. Visit thehartford.com/smallbusiness.
To everyone who believes family is what mealtime is all about, let our guest Emmy share what she loves about Culver's.
From the moment my family walked in, we knew Culver's was the place for us. Being greeted by someone who's truly happy to see you, you don't find that everywhere. There's just something nice about a cooked-to-order butter burger and creamy, fresh frozen custard that tastes like it was made just for you. But time with family, now that's what's really special.
Stop in and experience what mealtime means at Culver's. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious. To everyone who needs a little delight in their day, let our team member Paul tell you about one of our favorite sweet treats.
Ending mealtime with a special treat is a tradition in Wisconsin. And what better way to sweeten your day than a blue spoonful of a Culver's concrete mixer? We handcraft our thick and creamy fresh frozen custard with any mixing you crave, from the indulgence of Snickers to the richness of pure Dove chocolate.
Come to Culver's and let us make your day a little bit sweeter. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
Craft Beer Festival is back at SeaWorld Orlando. We're serving up a party for beer lovers with more than 100 craft brews, wines, and cocktails, plus more than 20 perfectly matched food selections. Weekends now through Labor Day, and it's included with park admission. Get your tickets now at SeaWorldOrlando.com.
I want you to remember this company, Phoenix American Hospitality. Visit PAHinvest.com. Their team buys world-class hotel brands like Marriott, Hilton, and Hyatt, then maximizes the profits of each operation, while the rest of America America deals with the yo-yo stock market, Phoenix American Hospitality has paid their REIT investors more than 12% in annualized profits. Capitalize on the travel boom and diversify your portfolio. Visit PAHinvest.com.
Past performance does not indicate future results.
I like to cook on the Big Green Egg. Why? It's impressive and everything turns out great on the Big Green Egg. If you don't have one, you got to go to Wassey's Meat Market and get a Big Green Egg. They have the lowest prices in the country. They also have all the accessories. They even have a classroom set up to teach you all the basic techniques on the Big Green Egg and advanced techniques. When you get the Big Green Egg from Wassey's Meat Market, there's a lifetime guarantee. So it's Wassey's Meat Market. Check them out on Instagram or just go to their website, Wassey'sMeatMarket.com in Melbourne on Wickham Road. It's Wassey'sMeatMarket.com.
Every day, you breathe in thousands of tiny little germs, allergens, and viruses. Don't let these invisible invaders make breathing through your nose impossible. Flush them out with Navage. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Dan, a verified Navage user who writes, I've had trouble with my sinuses for decades. I always thought something like this was a gimmick, but one use and I'm hooked. I should have bought this a long time ago. The results are immediate and incredible, unquote. If you suffer from sinus congestion, allergies, or snoring, then Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Navage is at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Your spark is all you need. And let's be real, you don't have time for smoke and mirrors anyway. So ditch all the pretentiousness and the lighter it rode in on with Blue. Blue e-cigs are available in a variety of satisfying flavors and nicotine strengths. Even better, it's odorless. When you're living unlit, you're comfortable being your true you. And no one will mistake ashtray for your signature scent. Blue. Get unlit. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Underage sale prohibited. Blue is a trademark of Font Molding 4BV. Copyright 2022. Fontum US LLC.
For over a decade, Simply Safe has revolutionized home security, and our latest advancement is here, 24/7 LiveGuard protection, only from Simply Safe. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
The podcast Journalista tells the improbable life story of Courtney Cookie Hood. Follow Cookie's adventures from working for CBS News in Managua during the Nicaraguan Civil War to blowing the lid off the Iran-Contra scandal and almost taking down the Reagan presidency.
They're assuming that I know what I'm doing, that I'm a journalist. I wasn't. I was being thrown into the Coliseum to the lions. I had not a clue.
Listen to Journalista on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Get back-to-school savings on tons of new Nissans now at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Click OrlandoNissan.com. Radio. 104.1.
In California, they just approved for Robo taxis to operate 24/7. So you're going to see just like Robo cars driving all over the place at all hours of the night. And self-driving is expanding all over the place. I still don't know why we need self-driving. I don't know why we need like robot cars necessarily. Like, I get why.
Why not?
I get why if you had a Tesla, you might want to not drive and just sit inside it. But why do you need a taxi that's like that? What's the advantage of
cut
that?
out the middleman.
For money, I guess.
Yeah.
then, right? There's some company can have a fleet of drivers that pick people up and taxi them everywhere, but they don't have to pay the taxi driver. That seems bad for taxi drivers.
And they're probably still going to charge a dumb amount of money for the service.
I'm sure. But they're already driving around California, and now they've said that after a 6-hour hearing, the California Public Utilities Commission voted to open the floodgate to autonomous vehicles.
You know, we're getting a autonomous driverless shuttle.
Are we really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Where?
It's going to be downtown where that, like, UCF Village is opening up.
Is it just in a particular area?
Yeah, let me find it.
Oh, wow. It's gimmicky at first because people will be like, oh, let's go. And the robot's driving the car. And then eventually people go, nobody cares anymore. The whole thing becomes just, you're used to it. It's not shocking.
Not talking my ear off for no reason.
Right. You don't have to deal with the awkward conversation. You don't have to deal with any of that. It's something that is just inevitable, though, I think, at this point, because the technology has come so far.
All right. Orlando's downtown autonomous shuttle will be named the Swan Shuttle and is due to hit the streets of Creative Village later this month. The shuttle's due to launch August 20th.
Mm-hmm. Would you guys get in that?
Yeah.
Go for a ride?
Try it out.
I think I would, too. I think if it's this far along, it's probably safe. And if it's not, then you're going to be in the news. You know, you got win-win either side.
Yeah, it's like a free shuttle that goes around certain areas of downtown.
For now. A free shuttle to start. And then all of a sudden they're going to go, hey, we haven't killed anybody in 6 months. Let's start charging people for this. It's $100 to get in the Swan and ride around with a robot driving you. But that is going to be spreading around absolutely everywhere. Would you ride it? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your dispatch now. I saw this big, long story today about the golfer Phil Mickelson. When I say that name, have you guys heard of Phil Mickelson before?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
He's a big name in the world of golf. He has won many, 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 many golf tournaments. And aside from Tiger Woods, you know, he's one of the probably top 5 most notable PGA golfers, I would think, that you have out there right now. But he also, according to this article, is one hell of a gambler. Like, Phil Mickelson just gambles on everything, according to this. He's denied some of the things in this, but it's called firepitcollective.com, and it's this guy who says that he knew Phil Mickelson, and he said it was very common for him and Phil Mickelson to have bets, and he said the deal was anytime their bets got to where Phil Mickelson owed him $3 million or more, he had to pay off. And he said he was as worried about that with Phil Mickelson, $3 million, as he would be worried about somebody else paying him back $1,000. Like, he didn't sweat it. He was just used to that. And he gambles on everything, according to this. It says, they said it was nothing for Phil Mickelson to bet $20,000 a game on long shot 5-team NBA parlays, or wager $100,000 or $200,000 on a game of football, basketball, or baseball. They said, based on my detailed betting records and additional records provided to me by other sources, here's a snapshot of Phil's gambling habit between 2010 and 2014. All right, get this. This is how much this guy gambled. He bet $100,000 1,115 different times. So he put up $100,000 1,115 different times.
A lot of money.
On 858 occasions, he bet $220,000. The sum of those wagers came to more than $300 million. In 2011 alone, he made 3,154 bets, an average of nearly 9 per day. That's how much he was gambling out there, Phil Mickelson. On one day in 2011, he made 43 bets on Major League Baseball games, resulting in $143,500 in losses. He made a staggering 7,065 wagers on football, basketball, and baseball. That is so insane.
This sounds problematic.
Yeah, you wouldn't even be able to keep up with that if you were betting that much stuff. If you got one day where you have 43 different bets going on, you forget what the hell you put all your money on. Delisandro TV on YouTube says Phil Mickelson is worth $350 million. Yeah, don't worry about him. He's doing just fine. I understand that. But he apparently is very, very, very into gambling, which is something that I believe you're born with. I don't know why that happens to be the case, but the people who are addicted to gambling, it's not just that money brings you there. It's just that that's how you are. Yeah. You're addicted to getting out there and gambling money on stuff.
and it takes hold of people real hard. Okay, let's go over to you. Let's see what's happening with your dispatches. Unless you want to hear from that guy's song a little bit more.
I think we're good. We heard enough of the song.
All right, okay. We can put that away and go over here.
You've already put it away.
We'll put all the curse words away, and we'll go to our lovely dispatchers and see what they are talking about, because much is on their mind.
Please, please.
No curses, please. Here is, let's see, who should we start with? Here is Chaos with the dispatch for us.
What's up, junkies?
Hey.
And Josh.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, Josh.
Hello.
What's up, bud?
Hi.
Josh.
Hi.
Get to it.
So, reptile lady or whatever we want to call her.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, she's right. That guy wasn't really there. He's a bot.
Could be.
There's so many people in this freaking world that are bots, you know, bro? Like, they just go with it. Like, bruh, you just, they're bots. They ain't really there. They're just a bot in the world.
His dispatches are getting very freeform.
I think he had a jazz cigarette before that one.
Left-handed?
Yeah.
Anthony on YouTube says, I am born with that gambling thing somehow, Sean. I can't connect to it. I don't understand it because I don't have that at all.
Want to bet?
No, I don't have that. See, I proved it. I don't have that at all. Like,
didn't you participate in some sports betting?
Oh yeah, I will gamble, but I am not driven to gamble. Like, I'll go and say, let's have some fun, and I'll throw $500 down on some blackjack or a couple thousand on this or whatever. But I'm never like, I must bet more, or I lost a little bit of money. Let me go get more out of the bank. Let me take, the mortgage payment and gamble it on a spin on the roulette table. I just don't have that. When you have that, it's a whole nother level. When you're in that world, it's very, very hard to get out of. Let's see who's next. Here is...
It's the fastest I've ever seen somebody lose a couple $100 with Sean.
I burn him fast, yeah. Courtney's like, what are you doing? Because Courtney's not into gambling either, and she's very, very sensible about it. So she would take, like, if we were going to the slots, she would take and put one of the slips in her pocket, right? And then she'd start playing the slots. And if she was up, she'd get the money out and put it in her left pocket, right? So, like, she would take winnings and start to move them over.
She has a system?
Yeah, she has a system. And
Makes sense.
When the winnings would get into the winning pocket, it never came back out of there. It stayed in there. And you could only play with the other vouchers that you had. But you took your winnings and you put them over there and kept them. And I never saw that money again, strangely enough. I don't know what happened to all that.
Yes, you have.
She was victorious.
She wears it over her shoulder.
Yeah.
Keeps stuff inside it.
Let's go over to Brofro is talking about Phil Mickelson.
No. Phil Mickelson's a lefty. He's dyslexic. He thought he was winning all the time. Phil.
I'm going to cut you guys off today if I have to. This has been, you've had some really lame dispatches so far. I'll try one more, and then if not, this is not good, you're on ice for a little while. Here's Chris.
Yo, what's up, junkies?
Hey.
Sean, I think you're completely wrong. You said if it were not for Truth Social Network, whatever it's called, to rat out this guy, that he would still be alive. That's not true, dude. If this guy never pulled a weapon on the FBI, he would still be alive. Or if this guy never posted anything about wanting to kill everybody that he knows,
right,
he'd still be alive. How are you going to put it on the social media network and not the individual?
Oh, my God, you brain-dead sons of bitches. Jesus. If Truth Social doesn't report this guy's postings to the FBI doesn't know that he's posted it. So the FBI does. It's butterfly effect. Do you guys know what the butterfly effect is? My God.
Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah. Don't high-five each other over that. Get the hell out of here. All right, let's try one more because I believe in Swilly. He could do this.
I just thought of a fun design based on Sean's incessant thievery from different segments on the show. You call it the segment wrecker design. And, it would have the Fickle Beast sitting in an excavator, knocking down buildings that are labeled the next episode and This Week in Florida, mayhem, destruction.
We kind of did
probably
that.
Drugs. Oh, I thought it'd be cool. Okay.
We kind of did that with the Dead Segments shirt.
Right.
Dead Segment Society, I think is what it was called. And it had James Squirrel Jones, the squirrel that's in the studio.
Go fund yourself.
Yeah, that was in there. All
This
the
Week in Cats.
Yes, there was just a whole litany of segments that have been on the show that just, they ran their course and they reached the end, and we no longer do them anymore. So we've kind of done that. DJ Rage says, WGF is going on with these dispatchers. I don't know. The weekend has hit these people. Give me some A+ stuff, please. Really bring it here. We need you to step up your game and actually bring some entertainment to the show here today. Don't expect us to do it, for God's sake.
Well, it's not our job.
No, that's not what we're here. We're not here for that. You're here for that.
Josh is here for that.
When we come back, we'll see what Josh is here for.
Oh, boy.
He's going to have a segment here in just a moment. But you can join us on the show, too, and step up your game. All you have to do is go to thenewsjunkie.com, and whether you're on your phone or your laptop or whatever it is, as long as you got a microphone in front of you, you can record a dispatch to join us here on the show. So go try that out right now. We would love to hear from you. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. When we return, the next episode with Joshua Fowler. He is ready to bring his A game, and then are you going to reward yourself afterwards?
I'm gonna.
He's going to have a
heavily.
victory White
Is it
Claw?
a victory White Claw, or are you going to go diving in the bag of tricks?
4K no los dos, mi hermano.
Why not both?
All right,
Yes.
let's see what happens. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos. For locations, go to gringoslocos.com and securedroofingandrestoration.com. Visit their website for your free estimate today. At 8 p.m., it's Bungalower and the Bus. At 9, we all find out what the hell is Angel listening to. Tonight on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Afternoon highs today soaring to the upper 90s. It will be hot and humid. There's a heat advisory in effect until 7 o'clock tonight. Limited rain chances starting mainly after 2 o'clock at 30% coverage. And then we're quiet overnight with another round of heat and humidity for the weather weekend ahead. Stay weather aware and always remember to depend on the Fox 35 Storm Team. I'm meteorologist Allison Gargaro.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Better sleep. Can't wait. Black Friday now at Mattress Firm ends Tuesday. Don't miss your chance to save up to $600 on America's best mattress brands. Plus, get a free adjustable base on qualifying purchases. Hurry and stop by your local Mattress Firm today.
It's a beautiful day at the grocery store. The shopper is rounding the end cap. Uh-oh, looks like there's some spilled tomato sauce. Here comes the slide. Oh, that's going to leave a mark, Bob. Talk about a curveball.
Clean up on aisle 5.
At Morgan & Morgan, we know injuries can come out of left field. As America's largest injury law firm, we've recovered over $15 billion for our clients. If you've been injured in an accident, call Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
This summer, Dunkin' is shaking things up. Introducing the Dunkin' Salted Caramel Cold Brew. Capped with caramel cream, cold foam, and a surprising burnt sugar topping. Try it today. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
This Saturday and Sunday only at Old Navy, get $15 jeans for adults and kids jeans for just $12. That's right. Grab adult jeans for just $15 and kids jeans for only $12 this weekend only at Old Navy. Valid 8/12 and 13. Select styles only.
There are 16 spots in the playoffs and just one track left. Well, not just any track.
We're basically going to have to win.
Daytona. A last chance to keep playoff hopes alive.
1 point to the good.
And for fans to experience an event unlike any other. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 25th and 26th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Take control of your health and your wallet at healthfinder.fl.gov. Your one-stop shop to compare medical facilities in your area. From copays to x-rays, asthma treatment, and ultrasounds, healthfinder.fl.gov gives you a straight answer on cost and lets you compare against providers. Choose wisely. Live healthy at healthfinder.fl.gov. Paid for by the Agency for Healthcare Administration.
For over a decade, SimpliSafe has revolutionized home security, and our latest advancement is here, 24/7 LiveGuard protection, only from SimpliSafe. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplisafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com, and I sell custom blinds designed for do-it-yourselfers. Unlike stock blinds offered at big box retailers, Blindster blinds are custom made for your windows and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Look, some choices in life are complicated. Others, thankfully, are much simpler, like choosing True as One checking. There are no overdraft fees, lots of practical perks, and when your life evolves and account balances grow, we'll upgrade your perks automatically. Truest One checking. One simple choice. Truist Bank. Member FDIC.
Get ready to save with Spectrum One. You get Spectrum Internet delivering fast and reliable speeds for $49.99 a month. Free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced privacy and security, and a free Spectrum mobile line with unlimited talk, text, and data, plus nationwide 5G. Go to spectrum.com/save more and use the Spectrum One savings calculator to see how much you can save today. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
No one does happy hour like Twin Peaks. Whatever your preference, we have everything from tequila cocktails and an extensive bourbon category to top shelf spirits and cocktails served over ice balls. Local craft beers and handcrafted whiskey cocktails round out an adventurous drink menu second to none. And don't forget about our 29-degree man-sized drafts.
The Home Depot and Behr have what you need when you need it, delivered straight to your job site and at an everyday low price. We're now delivering top-rated Behr paint, stains, and primers directly to you same day or next day. Plus, pros earn discounts with Pro Extra Paint rewards. Contact a Behr Pro Paint specialist to schedule your paint delivery today. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. Limitations may apply. Not available in all markets. See store for details.
Did you do it yet? Have you opened the free iHeartRadio app and listened to this station to be entered to win $5,000? Each day you come back to listen on the iHeartRadio app is another entry for $5,000 in cash. It pays to listen on the free iHeartRadio app. Download it today.
Wake up, people. You are optimizing every waking hour of your life. From carpooling kids, to work, to friends, and everything in between. You have to get sleep, and a bed that can perform as well as you do. Meet the next generation Sleep Number Smart Bed. It effortlessly adjusts to your shape, position, and movements, learning how you sleep, so you learn to sleep better, night after night. Sleep next level, only from Sleep Number.
It's the biggest sale of the year. Save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition Smart Bed, plus special financing ends Monday. See store for details.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival is coming back to T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas this September.
Superstar artists from every genre.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Buy tickets now at AXS.com.
Episode in just a moment. All things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. And we appreciate you. Those of you who are listening, those of you who are podcasting, those of you who are watching us on YouTube and twitch.tv/The News Junkie. Just for the record, for those people watching on YouTube and twitch.tv/The News Junkie, we have peaked as a civilization. I just want to show them this before we get into the next episode. You know, we've peaked as a civilization. This
The music is really enchanting.
This is where we're at now. I just want to let you know that.
Is the laser pointer inside?
I don't know. I don't know.
I believe it's a plug of some sort.
I think that might be the case.
That has a laser. Okay.
Yeah.
A light up one.
You get extra treats if
Can
you
we hear
watch.
the song again?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. You radio folks.
She is
no
flexible.
Idea. What a world we're living in.
I can't believe these people are just walking by and not taking in the sight. I mean,
it's nice.
It's like they're so nonchalant about it. Like they always see lasers coming from there.
It is France.
Everybody else,
I'm assuming.
Don't worry about it, right? Don't worry about it.
Forget about
You had to
it.
be there for it. YouTube and Twitch.tv/The News Junkie. Right now, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV. You can't possibly keep up with all of it. Even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Damn, Slain by Lane.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode
With John!
Yeah, next episode today brought to you by Home Loans.
Oh, that mortgage guy, Don. Yeah, that mortgage guy, Don. If you're going to get a house.
He's used to you taking over. It's like, bye.
I lost it.
You need somebody who knows their way around this stuff. And that mortgage guy, Don, is the best. He is going to help you navigate the waters of getting a new house and getting the best rates you possibly can. You think you can go out there and do it alone? You could try, but you're not going to get the deal that you could get with that mortgage guy, Don. And he does a show every single week. And on this show, he kind of walks you through this stuff. You can go back to
Best
the
weekend producer we have.
Yeah.
Hey.
You can go back to the archives at thenewsjunkie.com. No, at thatmortgageguydon.com.
There you go.
And if you go over there, you can learn a lot about this. And then when you're ready to make a move and get a loan for the home of your dreams, you go over there, thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
Beautiful. Let's get into it. Take this journey with me. I kind of let you know a little bit about this during the break.
Mm-hmm.
This guy right here.
Every time black people want to have
Steve
a good
Carell.
time.
The other
Oh, Michael
guy.
Scott.
Rock.
Oh, Chris Rock.
Chris Rock's
Always want credit for something
brother.
Tony Rock.
There you go. Nailed it.
Does he do stand-up as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Tony Rock is ripping the white Big Brother house guest Luke Valentine, who casually dropped the N-word in conversation, setting the record straight on who can and can't use the racial slur. My God.
You're going to be all right.
I'm emotional about this.
Everything's going to be okay.
Tony says no one named Luke Valentine should ever say the N-word, and his rule of thumb is to refrain from using the slur unless you are a person of color. That's a good rule of thumb.
Yeah, the thing about this guy on Big Brother that said the N-word with an A on the end, the way he said it, you could tell, like, this is not the first time he said this. Like, he says it with his friends, obviously. But what I totally dug was there was a guy in the room with him. There was a couple of roommates from Big Brother that were in the room with him. And the dude who was the black guy in the room that he apologized to immediately, like, he looked around the room and saw a black guy and was like, sorry about that, and apologized for this. The black guy's like, I'm not mad. I'm not upset. And he's like, he said it was weird to him that the white people got upset on behalf of him, and he didn't even have a chance to say, like, how he felt about it. It was an interesting dynamic that was going on in the moment where this guy thought his Big Brother career was over. Turns out it was, too.
Yeah. Luke Valentine gone. But his dad says it doesn't mean he's racist because he has black family members.
Oh, that's even better than Friends.
There, he has a black stepmom, apparently.
Yeah.
So there you go. This guy right here.
Britney Spears' ex-husband.
Oh, Kevin Federline.
Yeah. There you go. You know the name of the song, Popozao.
Yeah,
His family, including his sons with ex-wife Britney Spears, you'll be pleased to know, are safe in Hawaii amid the devastating Maui fires.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't. But
Kevin Federline's good.
Yeah, he checked in.
Didn't Kevin Federline? No, it wasn't Kevin Federline that showed up to her wedding. It was Jason Alexander, the guy that she one night married in Vegas.
Not George from Seinfeld, the other Jason Alexander. There you go. Sources close to Kevin tell TMZ that he and his sons, along with his wife, aren't physically affected by the wildfires because they live on one of the neighboring islands where they just moved 2 weeks ago.
Isn't this such a weird move when, like, something tragic happens near you and it doesn't affect you, and you come out with the news that you weren't affected by it?
It'd be like when that hurricane like rampaged Panama City, and all the houses were screwed, and everybody was having to rebuild everything, and me going, I'm fine because I'm in Orlando.
Yeah, just so everybody knows, I'm doing all right out here.
So nice. You'll be pleased to know, though, that Floyd Mayweather is stepping up for a lot of the people displaced by the fires, paying for about 68 families to fly to safety and putting them up in hotels and sending them clothes and money for food and water.
That's cool.
That is nice of him to use all that massive amount of money he has for that. This guy... You're never going to get this.
That is... Oh, yeah.
Tory Lanez.
Yes, Tory Lanez.
Is it Lanez?
Yeah. Oh. The Canadian rapper is speaking out against his 10-year prison bid that he was just sentenced to.
What a surprise.
You pronounce it Lanez?
Yes.
There's no way
if that's wrong,
right.
someone tell me.
Yeah, there's no way
it's
that's
Tory
right.
Lanez.
It's Tory Lanez.
It's Tory Lanez.
Oh, God.
He's going to prison for 10 years, but he will not apologize for shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot, allegedly.
All right.
Because he says he didn't do it.
The bitch deserved it.
Wow.
He said Tory Lanez.
Oh, you sound just like him. He said he's not apologizing because he's not going to apologize for something that he did not do. His attorney, who we all may be familiar with, Jose Baez, says,
is it really?
Yes, they plan to appeal the 10-year sentence.
Wow.
So there you go.
Too bad Jose didn't win that one.
Nope.
It's weird to hear that somebody who's Canadian is refusing to say they're sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They apologize all the
Never
time.
happens. This guy...
Where I am smoking a brisket and some ribs.
Mark Zuckerberg.
There you go.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Mark Zuckerberg and Elon are going to fight.
Yeah.
Officially. Elon Musk was Xing about it early this morning, saying they just finalized a bunch of details. He says it will no longer be put on by Dana White and the UFC. It will all be managed by himself and Zuck's foundations, and they're going to do it in Italy.
Okay.
They haven't said it's going to be at the Coliseum, but it's probably going to be at the Coliseum. And finally, Johnny Hardwick, who voiced Dale Gribble on King of the Hill, died.
Oh.
So
is Dale the dang old guy?
Yeah, no,
that's
he's
Boomhauer.
the guy who's like the pest control guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, the guy next door. Oh, man, that sucks because aren't they rebooting it right now?
They were in the process of doing so.
Oh, man.
Now they have 2 dead voice actors.
Yeah.
They have 3 if you count Tom Petty.
Oh my God, they're getting decimated over there. Jesus.
Glad I didn't take that King of the Hill job.
They have Brittany Murphy, and they have this guy, Johnny Hardwick, and then they have Tom Petty. All those voice actors that have been on King of the Hill dead now.
And then all the rest of them are done by Mike Judge, and he's still alive.
And that show is fantastic. Holds up to this day.
Still funny.
Better than The Simpsons. Better than a lot of these other cartoons that people flock to. Enjoy it if you haven't. Go back and it's rewatchable. Okay, thank you, Josh.
Thank you. That's the end. Whatever. I did it.
There he goes, Victory White Claw, as he rewards himself today. Okay, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we've got all kinds of stuff in store for you, including This Week in Florida.
That's right.
Sealand, who has been battling the entire show to get something to print around here, has been victorious, I believe. And he is ready. How many out of 10? How many humdingers out of 10 are we expecting?
Probably like 17.
17 out of 10, folks. You can say you were here when it happened. Don't miss this Week in Florida. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 and a trip for 2 to our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival in Las Vegas is minutes away on Real Radio.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Traveling on I-4 this afternoon, you can expect delays eastbound between US 27 and after State Road 429. There's slowdowns on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. Authorities are clearing up an accident on the beach line heading eastbound after Innovation Way. Traveling on Florida's Turnpike, you can expect your regular pockets of congestion. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com, and I sell custom blinds designed for do-it-yourselfers. Unlike stock blinds offered at big box retailers, Blindster blinds are custom made for your windows and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Get ready to win your way into our iHeartRadio Music Festival in Las Vegas. This is your chance to see Foo Fighters, Sheryl Crow, Lenny Kravitz, Public Enemy, and so much more. Listen for the keywords at 9 a.m., 1 and 5 p.m. each weekday for your chance to win $1,000 and a trip for two to our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival. This contest brought to you by Jersey Mike's. At Jersey Mike's, they offer freshness you can taste and see, from store-baked breads to slicing meat and cheeses right in front of you. Visit your favorite Jersey Mike's subs location today or order on the Jersey Mike's app. Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
Wow, is this a party? Yeah, it's the IKEA 80th anniversary sale, and we've got over 1,000 offers on our items. College students and teachers save 15% in store, or anyone can save 20% off all desks in-store and online.
15% on everything. I'm getting ready for college.
Bring your roommate and anyone else who wants great savings. Hurry in store or go to IKEA-USA.com to save through 9/5. Offers valid in U.S. until 9/5. Student-teacher offer in-store only with valid ID on home furnishing purchases of up to $3,000 pre-tax. Other restrictions apply. See store on IKEA-USA.com for all details.
Can we talk about your allergies? I know, there's nothing you can do for them, right? Well, thanks to Aspire Allergy and Sinus, there is. More than 8 out of 10 Aspire patients find relief that lasts for years. Even people like you who thought there was no cure for their allergies. Look, inflation is still a thing, and those over-the-counter allergy meds aren't getting any cheaper. Aspire Allergy and Sinus has solutions that last, so you can save in the long run. Go to AspireAllergy.com to book your appointment today. AspireAllergy.com.
This month, everyone's heading back to school. But while you've been busy buying new notebooks, backpacks, and lunchboxes, I've been coming up with a plan to help you buy a ride that's just too cool for school. Hey, it's RC Hill from RC Hill Mitsubishi, and I've got your key to looking fine in the car line. Right now, you could drive a nice new car for just $9 down. Don't sit in the car line with a car you hate. Ditch your old ride. You be proud to show off in the new 7-seater 2023 Outlander or the stylish Mirage. Cleanest gas car in America, 43 miles per gallon, starting at $15,900. And hey, if you've gotten a low credit score from the School of Hard Knocks, don't worry. My credit specialist, great on a curve, with rates from 0%. And our used car supercenter has over 100 fresh trade-ins starting at $5,900. Visit me to finish your back-to-school shopping, and you could drive home in a nicer, newer car for just $9 down. Hurry, this deal's done when the school bell rings. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. See all my A-plus rides at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Offers require bank approval. See dealer for details.
Man, we all know it's hot outside. Have you noticed your power bill going crazy? The current cost of energy is higher than it's ever been, and it's going to just keep getting higher. It's going to keep climbing. Solar Source can change that for you. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 60,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's house and my sister's house included. They do a great job. Solar Source makes it easy for a free estimate. Monster listeners, all you got to do is go online and check out the tool they have that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. There's no pressure. There's no salesman. Just you and the facts. That's awesome. You can harness all the power of the sun and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting electricity from the power company. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote today. solarsource.com/monsters. Solar Source, the most trusted name in solar.
O'Reilly. Protect your engine with Syntec Full Synthetic Motor Oil at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Syntec is designed for today's engines to dissipate heat and reduce friction and wear. Get 5 quarts of Syntec Full Synthetic and a MicroGuard Select Oil Filter for just $33.99, plus 2 times O-Rewards points. Limits apply. Choose Syntec exclusively at O'Reilly Auto Parts. O'Reilly
Auto Parts. It's time for getting back to things. Back to school, back from vacation, back to your routine, and back to being healthy. Summer vacations and celebrations often lead to weight gain. But don't worry, Red Mountain Weight Loss can help with RM3, the medical breakthrough that helps you lose up to 20 pounds a month. Nothing works faster. RM3 attacks unhealthy fat, reshaping your belly, hips, and thighs so you can regain your ideal body weight. It's safe for men and women, and it's all natural so you won't feel nervous or jittery. recovery. RM3 helps overcome issues that cause weight gain, like a slowing metabolism, hormone imbalance, or menopause. This patented medication is available only by prescription, and you can only get it from Red Mountain Weight Loss. Schedule your appointment today and get back to the real you with RM3 from Red Mountain Weight Loss. Dial pound 250 from your phone right now and use the keyword Red Mountain Weight Loss. Again, just dial pound 250 from your cell phone right now and use the keyword Red Mountain Weight Loss.
For over a decade, SimpliSafe has revolutionized home security, and our latest advancement is here, 24/7 LiveGuard protection, only from SimpliSafe. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplisafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Find out at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
This week in Florida. In just a moment, C-Lane's getting ready to go over there with the stories that I haven't stolen from him, and he promises this is going to be an amazing segment, so we shall see how it goes. In the meantime, an attack on Josh's street cred here, because he was pronouncing during a previous segment the rapper Tory, how do you say it now?
Lanez.
You said Tory Lanez. And I thought it was Tory Lanez.
He was also playing a T-Pain song. What a loser.
No, it's Tory Lanez featuring T-Pain.
So you're saying Tory Lanez. I said I thought it was Tory Lanez. I don't know yet. I have not played this. But here's how you supposedly pronounce that rapper's name.
Tory Lanez.
Ooh.
That is fake news.
Tory Lanez.
I'll tell you why. He's Canadian. There's a lot of French influence in Canada. There's no way you pronounce it Lanes. It's at best Lanez, probably Lene.
How are you getting Lanez?
Look at the word.
It's L-A-Y-N-Z.
No, it's not.
Lanes.
It's L-A-N-E-Z.
No, it's this is the phonetics thing. It's L-A-N-E-Z. You're right. Yeah. But it's pronounced like this.
Tory Lanez.
Because I'm from the streets. I know this kind of stuff. You know?
The streets of Canada?
The streets
like
of
snow.
Of the United States of America and Canada. You know, international streets. I know what I'm doing out there. I'm one of the coolest guys around, they say. And so I know these kind of things. Just proved it. You ready, C-Lane?
I mean, I guess after that.
Slayed by Lane.
Slayed by Lane. Okay, we could do it. Let's do This Week in Florida.
Giving you a recap of the most groan-worthy stories in the state. It's This Week in Florida.
We go back and censor all those Morgan Freeman clips from last night.
Oh, yeah.
So I can tell you how dumb that sounded.
That's the stupidest I ever heard.
Don't forget to subscribe to Secret Shows. There's a new show coming out tonight, and you're going to love it. Uncensored shows. Go to thenewsjunkie.com/subscribe.
The weekend is here. It's time to take a trip around the Sunshine State and see some of the craziness that has gone on in the past 7 days or so. And I know that everybody's been wondering this, because right now, the smash hit of the summer is the Barbie movie.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just...
It's been a lot. Love it or hate it, it's been
printing
a lot
money,
of
grossing over $1 billion in the worldwide box office. It's no surprise that people want to know more about the movie. And obviously, they want to turn straight to world-renowned astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson.
He's the guy who would tell you.
Be
That's
like,
true.
Mr. deGrasse Tyson, please tell us what you think of this Barbie movie.
Mm-hmm.
And more specifically, they want to know where this Barbie world is. that they're living in.
Okay.
And so Neil deGrasse Tyson in a post reported his study of the movie and his conclusion on the location of the mythical Barbie world. He states, the moon's orientation places Barbie world between 20 and 40 degrees north latitude on Earth. Palm trees further constrain latitude between 20 and 30 degrees.
My God.
The sun and the moon rose over the ocean, so if it's the United States, Barbie's home would be somewhere in the Florida Keys.
Yeah.
We did it.
All right.
I can't believe I used to like this guy.
Yeah.
He's such a nerd.
That's what he's down to now. He's talking about Barbie's location.
I mean, if he had only seen the movie once and he came to that conclusion, that's pretty impressive.
Isn't Barbie a little pale to be from the Keys?
I think they all are.
Barbie land exists outside our universe.
Okay, so we should not expect the things that we expect from our
Correct.
world. Okay.
Ryan Gosling is nobody there.
You said it was good? You enjoyed it?
Yeah, it was funny.
Okay.
I want to see it. You have had some experience with this next story, Sean, because in Bushnell, there is a cemetery that has made an oopsie daisy.
What do they do?
They've done this twice now, and it's not that the gravestone had the wrong dates or wrong information on it.
That's what happened for my dad.
But for the second time in the past year, a deceased widow has been interred with the wrong late husband.
Oh my God!
So you
that's a big mistake.
You didn't cheating after death.
Yeah, you didn't really. You said you didn't really mind that your dad's birthday was wrong on the gravestone. You said he would have thought it was funny.
He probably would have.
Would you take issue with your dad being buried with the wrong? Well, in this case, it was mom. But if your dad was buried with the wrong person,
I think about it like this. I'm 99.9% sure that when you die, you just die, right? 99.9% sure. But there's 0.1% of me that thinks that we're kind of still alive underground or something. And if you are...
That is so scary.
And some other guy is next to your wife, and that guy's like, hey, bud, got your wife over here.
And put me next to your bride.
In this afterlife, you can't move anywhere.
You don't believe in an afterlife except for 0.1% of you thinks you might just be alive in the ground?
Yeah, that's
0.1% of
potential.
you believes in the scariest thing possible.
You're stuck in the ground, you can't move, and this guy's taunting you across the graveyard because he's accidentally been put next to your wife.
The Veterans Cemetery... located in Bushnell. Got some friends in Bushnell. First came under scrutiny last August when the cremains. I've never heard of the word cremains before.
No, me either. But that's like cremated remains, obviously.
Yeah, I like that.
Cremains of a woman were mistakenly mixed with the wrong veterans' cremains.
Oh, my God. They can't undo it then.
I don't know if they, put them in a big bowl and stirred it.
Oh, okay. So they might have just put them
next to it, yeah. It says this summer there was another mistake. A widow's casket was found in a crypt with the wrong late husband. A Texas attorney who specializes in cemetery and funeral home negligence calls the mistakes horrendous. It's a very special type of trust that you're giving, and it opens that floodgate for what else was wrong. If they say they fixed it, can I trust that the fix really happened?
Yeah.
I just think,
no.
I mean, would you be that mad about it?
I wouldn't care because I'm dead. But
I think it really depends if you actually believe in an afterlife or not.
Yeah, if you don't think anything's going to happen, then it doesn't matter.
Well, that 0.1% of Sean.
Yeah, that's an existence that could happen. You could be just stuck in the grave.
He thinks you're going to become like Beetlejuice when you die.
Yes, and that's why when I went to see Bob Ross's gravesite a couple weekends ago, I felt weird walking around because I see the headstones, yes, but I don't think about that. When I'm walking by the headstones, I think I'm walking on top of these bodies right now.
You're the noisy upstairs neighbor.
Yeah, and they're like, it's not good.
Mm-hmm. They do say sometimes that the best way to hide is in plain sight. And that was going down in Fort Lauderdale, where a career fraudster, a fugitive from Colorado, who escaped from a federal prison nearly 5 years ago, was captured this week while moving into a $1.5 million house near the ocean on Florida's Gold Coast.
Damn.
Federal marshals arrested Alan Todd May, 58 years old, at the house in Fort Lauderdale on Tuesday while movers unloaded a U-Haul truck. He was wearing a Rolex watch at the time of his arrest. He drove a high-end Mercedes. And it was an anonymous tipster who led the authorities to May, who is living under the name Jacob Turner, after spotting a published photo of him at a posh fundraiser.
Damn.
He literally was hiding in plain sight.
Wow. So they saw that and then they called the cops? My God.
The photo showed the Jacob Turner, his fake name. The photo showed May wearing a pink shirt, pink blazer, and pink tinted glasses. Was published on the website of the Palm Beach Daily News. So maybe, if you're a fugitive don't get yourself in the paper.
Yeah, you think you'd be careful about that.
He wasn't exactly keeping a low profile. He was living a lavish lifestyle where he was flaunting his wealth in high society in South Florida, according to Katrina Kraus, the chief deputy U.S. Marshal for Colorado. Over in Doral, or Doral?
Doral.
I always screw that up.
Lanes. I think it's Lanes.
A diving team was summoned upon because they wanted to find this. They thought
was summoned upon.
They were summoned upon. You've never been summoned upon?
No, I don't think
You
so.
make it sound like a wizard is calling for them.
They got like an orb and they're putting their hands over a crystal ball.
Quiet, I'm summoning the diving team.
They were summoned upon.
Summoned upon, all right.
A diving team took to the water in Doral because they were looking for a car that was supposed to be involved in a cold case. And they thought maybe the car was sunk at the bottom of this lake in Doral.
No.
And so the diving team went down there and found 32 cars.
Oh, my God. Was this like a dumping ground for somebody?
I'm not sure, but it says underwater video captured a diver finding a vehicle in the murky waters of a lake located near Miami International Airport. Divers Ken Fleming and Doug Bishop, the two that were summoned upon.
One or two is like maybe an accident or something, but 30-something?
The headline on Fark said they're looking for a car and they found a parking lot, an underwater parking lot.
Holy cow!
We're trying to solve missing persons cold cases. Didn't we talk to a diver who did that?
Who goes out to these scenes where there's somebody missing and dives in the lakes and stuff.
The mission led the divers to Doral in an effort to detect ditched vehicles. That's when we realized we had 32 cars underwater. The vehicles were dumped in the body of water during various criminal activities. When we discover a spot like this with multiple vehicles, it pretty much indicates that a crime where they're disposing the vehicles and hiding them from law enforcement. The divers work solely as volunteers and travel across the state using sonar technology to search body of water. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the guy we talked to.
No, that's pretty wild that they found so many.
Let's see. You don't hear a whole lot about Ron DeSantis' other half, Casey,
his wife,
First Lady of Florida. But they're saying after Hurricane Ian devastated parts of Florida, millions of dollars rolled into Casey DeSantis' relief campaign. And it says nearly a year later, much of it is sitting unused in a bank account, according to the South Florida Sun-Sentinel. The wife of governor and GOP presidential nominee hopeful Ron DeSantis campaigned to raise $63 million in donations for the Florida Disaster Fund as the hurricane destroyed swaths of the state in late September 2022. She said at the time we could take those resources and micro-target them and get them directly to the ground as quickly and as efficiently as possible, and that would turn out to be not correct.
So this hasn't happened yet?
No. That's just sitting in a bank account, maybe accumulating some interest.
Hopefully.
Maybe. We'll see. Further stories that will make Sean not want to go outside. We've been talking a little bit about this minor outbreak of leprosy in Florida.
Yep.
And they say a man's unexplained case of leprosy last year adds to mounting evidence that the rare and often misunderstood...
Unexplained leprosy just seems so bizarre to me.
It's a cool band name, too.
Well, when they're trying to explain it in this story, and it's kind of frightening. A rare and often misunderstood bacterial infection has become endemic to the central part of the Sunshine State, and that it may, in fact, lurk in the soil.
Oh, no, that's not good.
So, yeah, just...
Leprosy in the soil?
In the soil. And a research letter appearing in the August issue of Emerging Infectious Diseases, which I think we all have.
That's a good one.
Yeah, we all have subscriptions to.
Yes.
3 dermatologists detailed the man's case and their concerns for local transmission. They note that the 54-year-old man, like several others in the state who contracted the disease, reported no established risk factors that might explain their infection. He hadn't traveled abroad. He hadn't had any exposure to armadillos, which tend to have leprosy.
Yeah.
And they live in Florida. He also didn't have any prolonged contact with people from leprosy endemic countries or connections to anyone known to have leprosy. But he did spend a lot of time outdoors. He worked as a landscaper.
Oh.
In fact, many of the recent Florida cases lacked traditional risk factors, but reported spending a lot of time outdoors. The similarity supports the investigation into environmental reservoirs as a potential source of transmission. Stay the F inside.
Yeah, that's scary.
Lest you end up with the leprosy. Do you guys have any friends that are illegal aliens?
Why would I tell
right,
you,
what are
Nart?
the cops?
Well, I mean, it's fine if you do.
He's going to summon upon the cops to come get him.
What a question. Do you guys have any friends who are illegal aliens?
Do you have? I mean, it's a fair question.
He's worked for Department of Homeland Security this whole time.
I'm looking after you guys.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think they would lead with that in a conversation. But...
Hola.
I'm an illegal alien. Shut your mouth.
Yo soy illegal alien.
Not that I know of.
Well, that's good because a judge has denied. Judges denied a request to block a Florida law making it a crime to drive people in the U.S. illegally.
Oh, okay.
So if you're an Uber driver or a taxi cab driver,
that would have
right
been
now,
a crime.
and you're listening, and an illegal alien gets in your car and you drive them around, much like the abortion law that they had in Texas, where they said even if you drive somebody to the abortion clinic,
right,
you could be prosecuted. Well, they're doing that in Florida, except with illegal aliens.
Damn.
So don't drive around any of your illegal alien friends, lest you become, in trouble with the law.
Right.
And the police will be summoned upon, like Josh said.
Yeah, you heard that, Jorge.
Yeah, you said it weird, Josh. I don't know why you said it weird like that.
Probably you.
In Naples, a man in Southwest Florida has been charged with flooding a hospital's emergency room after attacking a nurse and stripping off his clothes. The 53-year-old became agitated while in a waiting room. According to a report from the Collier County Sheriff's Office, he barged into the emergency room, pushed a nurse in the head. After the hospital staff got him into a room in order to keep him from disturbing other patients, he took his clothes off and he pulled a high-pressure water pipe from the wall. That sounds like some PCP strength.
Right, yeah. It's coming from somewhere.
He
It's
pulled
impressive.
The hospital's emergency room is flooded, causing tens of thousands of dollars in damage, according to the report.
Damn.
That is a little impressive. Let's see. I know you guys like to do stuff with your significant others. I do, too.
Mm-hmm. She's an illegal alien, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get caught driving.
I didn't want to call her out.
Don't get caught driving her around. Well, there's a Florida husband and wife who like to do stuff together, too. And one particular January 6th, that thing was storming the Capitol.
Oh, wow.
So a husband-wife team have been arrested by the FBI. The 51-year-old Brian Bishop was arrested for felony offenses, including spraying two cops with an orange chemical irritant. He was even dubbed the #under-helmet sprayer, if you remember that. And last but not least, there's a villager in the Villages who has been jailed after racking up her not one, not two, three, four, five, six, seventh drunk driving arrest.
Damn.
She's hoping to win her freedom. Donna Hansen, 63, was booked Friday afternoon at the Marion County Jail after her bond was revoked in connection with a 2022 incident where she got a drunk driving arrest while piloting a golf cart, which is pretty much par for the course in the Villages. And that's it for this week in Florida.
Thank you, C-Lane.
So let's get the back.
Oh, yeah.
Victory
Bag of
mystery
shots.
shot. Let's see what he gets. There's a bag of little travel bottles of alcohol.
Some are stronger than others.
Oh, sheepdog peanut butter whiskey.
Oh,
that
that's a
one's
good
actually
one.
pretty good.
Yeah, you pulled a good one out of there.
Delicious.
All right, enjoy. You deserve it. There he goes.
You work hard.
Pounded it down.
That was fast.
Yeah, it was very, very quick. The rest of the show is going to get sloppy, friends, but here goes nothing.
Second
Hey,
half.
at least we're doing the second half of the show
Yeah,
today.
that's true. We've given them more than we did yesterday, so that's something to speak of. When we come back, there's something happening in schools across the country as you send your kids back that I think is a terrible idea, and I think you're going to agree, but we'll see. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You know you can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Watch out for slowdowns due to an accident on Kirkman Road heading northbound at Metro West Boulevard. The right lane is blocked. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Colonial Drive heading eastbound before State Road 429. You can expect delays due to an accident. The right shoulder is blocked on the beach line heading eastbound after Innovation Way. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Shopping for new blinds? At Blindster, we offer over 50 different blinds, shades, and shutters at low prices, custom made for your windows, and shipping is free. Shop at home and order 10 free samples of any product before you buy. Blindster.com.
Get ready to win your way to our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival and $1,000.
You'll be there. T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, September 22nd and 23rd.
Streaming live only on Hulu Hulu.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Introducing Audible's new original series, Breakthrough, the first of its kind audio-only singing competition featuring celebrity judges Kelly Rowland and Sarah Bareilles, with host David Diggs. Hear who has what it takes. Listen on Audible or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
This month, everyone's heading back to school. But while you've been busy buying new notebooks, backpacks, and lunchboxes, I've been coming up with a plan to help you buy a ride that's just too cool for school. Hey, it's RC Hill from RC Hill Mitsubishi, and I've got your key to looking fine in the car line. Right now, you could drive a nice new car for just $9 down. Don't sit in the car line with a car you hate. Ditch your old ride. You be proud to show off in the new 7-seater 2023 Outlander or the stylish Mirage. Cleanest gas car in America, 43 miles per gallon, starting at $15,900. And hey, if you've gotten a low credit score from the School of Hard Knocks, don't worry. My credit specialist, great on a curve, with rates from 0%. And our used car supercenter has over 100 fresh trade-ins starting at $5,900. Visit me to finish your back-to-school shopping, and you could drive home in a nicer, newer car for just $9 down. Hurry, this deal's done when the school bell rings. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. See all my A-plus rides at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Offers require bank approval. See dealer for details.
Bachelor Happy Hour, the one and only official Bachelor Nation podcast, is back. Go behind the scenes with your hosts, Bachelor in Paradise Season 7 newlyweds, Joe Amabile and Serena Pitt, for real stories about what happens in Bachelor Mansion.
Here on Bachelor Happy Hour, we'll be putting all the guys in the hot seat. We'll have exclusive interviews. We'll be the first to talk to the men. We're going to bring the drama into the house and leave probably brokenhearted.
Listen to Bachelor Happy Hour on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
The Chase Ink Business Premier Card is made for people who make things happen, like me. I'm Sam, founder and CEO of Manifest, a product design company that makes everyday products designed smarter. I get 2.5% cash back on purchases of $5,000 or more, plus unlimited 2% cash back on all other purchases, which helps us make more smart ideas into a brilliant reality.
The Ink Business Premier Card. Learn more at chase.com/business premier. Chase for business. Make more of what's yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Account subject to credit approval. Restrictions and limitations apply. Cards are issued by JP Morgan Chase Bank. Any member FDIC.
Man, we all know it's hot outside. Have you noticed your power bill going crazy? The current cost of energy is higher than it's ever been, and it's going to just keep getting higher. It's going to keep climbing. Solar Source can change that for you. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 60,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's house and my sister's house included, they do a great job. Solar Source makes it easy for a free estimate. Monster listeners, all you got to do is go online and check out the tool they have that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. There's no pressure. There's no salesman. Just you and the facts. That's awesome. You can harness all the power of the sun and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting electricity from the power company. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote today. solarsource.com/monsters. Solar Source, the most trusted name in solar.
I want you to remember this company, Phoenix American Hospitality. Visit PAHinvest.com. Their team buys world-class hotel brands like Marriott, Hilton, and Hyatt, then maximizes the profits of each operation. While the rest of America deals with the yo-yo stock market, Phoenix American Hospitality has paid their REIT investors more than 12% in annualized profits. Capitalize on the travel boom and diversify your portfolio. Visit PAHinvest.com.
Past performance does not indicate future results.
If your property has been damaged in a storm, call me, Mark Anajar, the law offices of Anajar Dean, at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733, and take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando.
For over a decade, SimpliSafe has revolutionized home security, and our latest advancement is here, 24/7 LiveGuard protection, only from SimpliSafe. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplisafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
After an accident, it's important to hire an attorney right away. Evidence can disappear quickly. Sure, you could wait to hire an attorney later and see how things turn out, but delays never make a case better. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Get 20% off your entire order every day when you spend $5 or more on the McDonald's app. Download required.
Real Radio has your chance at $1,000 in a trip to our 2023 iHeartRadio. That's Vegas to 200-200. I'm telling you, there's a chance.
Yourself on the back. You made it. Thanks for hanging out with us here on the show.
Just had a radio injury.
What happened? You hurt yourself on the show?
It doesn't happen often. Listen up. But I had one of those.
This job is very hard.
One of those rare on-the-job radio injuries, and that's why they're going to shuffle me back to HQ.
Right. We're worried about
because
that.
I just like pinched the inside of my hand in the headphones.
Oh my God! Are you okay?
I think I am.
Okay. If you let me know if we need to call for an ambulance.
Summon upon more peanut butter professionals.
If we need to get any help, whether summoned or not, we'll definitely do that for you. But for now, all the kids are headed back to school or back to school. They're out there getting
Class of 2032.
That's so weird to me when you see those dates and stuff. 2032. That seems so far away. And I saw all these little kids holding these signs. They're off the school class of 2032. And it's real now. But all these kids are back in action, and the teachers, I'm sure, are just thrilled that all of this is going on. So lots of talk about what's happening in the schools. And one of the things that I heard they were doing seems like a terrible idea. But I'll throw it by you two, and you let me know what you think about this. This is in Alabama, where they're doing this. And in this county in Alabama, they are about to install cameras in the bathrooms of the school. They said these devices will record limited areas. We're assured that they won't be recording any of the stalls or any of that stuff, right? Nobody would ever do that. We had a few parents hear about it but didn't know the details, says the superintendent. They said the last thing
Here to set the record straight on the bathroom cameras.
The last thing we would allow is an invasion of the students' privacy, they said. The cameras cannot show the urinals. The cameras cannot show the stalls. They can't show the doorway to the stalls. And they can't show the mirrors that would reflect any of those things. He said signs would alert students to the camera's presence. But doors in nearby areas will be captured by recording devices. And they said the bathrooms are where students go to fight sometimes. That's why they want these cameras in there.
Damn right.
That was never a thing when I was growing up. I was like, let's go
they
fight
went
in the
there
bathroom.
to smoke.
Yeah, you went into the bathroom to do, like, bad stuff. You didn't go in there and have a fight. Fighting in the bathroom is weird.
Yeah.
Seems like a strange thing to do. We fought outside in the sun like real humans, getting out there and punching each other in the face. In this case, they're fighting in the bathrooms.
So cool.
I know. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. And it's been a long time since you told me that.
Yeah.
So,
it was very sincere, too.
Now it's feeling less so. Honestly, it's feeling a little bit less so. I don't like this, and I'll tell you why. Even if you have a problem with fights in the restroom, fine. Get more police presence, teachers, hall monitors, that kind of stuff, to keep an eye on what's going on with these kids. But if you do this, it's just like somebody had alerted us to the fact that there was a store, a department store of some type. I forgot what kind it was. Maybe like a Bell's or something. And they said that they had cameras, and when you were in the changing rooms, you could look up and see the security camera. And they're like,
we swear it doesn't go.
Don't worry, it's turned off in that direction. Like, we've blacked out that portion of the camera. We can't see anything. And I go, I don't trust you. I don't trust that somebody's not going to do this. I don't trust that somebody's not going to try to see the kids go into the bathroom in the school, because people are weird. I think this is a bad idea. They said it's not just fighting. You can smell people vaping in there. That should not be happening in the bathroom, according to Richards.
So you want them to vape outside?
Smell people vaping.
Yeah, and don't they have vape detectors now? We talked
They're
about
starting to put vape detectors in. There's companies that make them, and they are pretty much like 95% marketing to schools.
Oh, really?
To be like, all right, put our high-tech vape detection in your school bathroom, and it'll alert the principal immediately.
Oh,
and,
God.
Lame. I thought this was America.
Jesus, I don't know what they're doing out there.
Let our children vape. That's what I say.
Laheva Rasta on Twitch says they still go in there to smoke, but now it's vaping. Yeah, I mean, it happens a lot. I'm sure it does. Sour Patch Pete says, I don't know, a lot of those school fight videos are in the restroom. Yeah, they are. And I've seen a lot of these fight videos at school, but I don't know that this is going to stop that. They'll still probably do it, or they'll just go somewhere else to do it. You're never going to stop fighting at school. What we could stop, hopefully, I don't know, maybe this is impossible too, big can of worms. You could stop maybe the students videotaping each other and having their cameras out at school and videotaping this and posting it online. Because I've seen fights at schools where there's like 17 angles. You see these two kids fighting each other. Every single person has their camera out.
That's enough to line them up and get almost like a pro shot kind of situation.
Yeah, you can have every angle covered in a production of this thing if you wanted to. Fresh Rock says, I saw a camera in the dressing room once. I took a piece of cardboard from the shirt package and wrote "Get Bent" on it and held it up to the camera.
Oh, you showed him, Fresh Rocks.
You got that.
You told him.
I was banned for a joke. Says, in the morning in high school, I would fight for my life in a stall because of my mom's cooking the night before. Mom hardest hit. Okay. Thank you for those. Let's go over to a couple of dispatches real quick. Although we were talking during the break before we got started here a little bit about that show. I'm going to watch it this weekend.
All right.
What's it called?
Claim to Fame.
Claim to Fame. It's the little show that could. It's like exploding in popularity. And the idea is all these people live in this house together. They're all related to somebody famous, and they have to guess who the other people are related to, like who the famous relatives are. And C-Lane said this week on the show, all these people were so sure that they knew who somebody was related to. And they're like, we got it. 100%. We got it. We're nailing this.
And they were so incredibly wrong based on one just seemingly fatal flaw in their thinking that you're watching it going, well, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You don't know that this person is not from there?
But the level of confidence, there's nothing I love better than somebody who is insanely confident and insanely wrong.
Like when Josh tells jokes.
Don't do that to him. Poor guy's helping us out here.
This guy. I had a stand-up career for a little while. I'm retired.
There was an episode of Survivor. You guys have seen Survivor, I'm sure, at some point.
Yeah.
No.
And on this show, there was somebody talking about confidence and being wrong at the same time. One of the players had got some like extra string and some beads and stuff and had made a fake immunity idol on the island, right? And they hit it out in like a pretty obvious place in the woods, and another person stumbles on it. They're like, oh my God, I got the immunity idol, right? So they're so excited. And at the tribal council thing where they evict somebody, the person stands up and they're like, I'm going to make the biggest move ever. This is unexpected because I'm the best player that's ever been. And then they go, here's my immunity idol. And Jeff Probst is like, that's not real. That's fake. You just see this person that was so confident, and then boom, balloon pop moment for them. Said that all sorts of wrong.
Boon pop.
Balloon pop.
Get your boon pops.
I love that. I love to see somebody with uber confidence and just absolutely and totally wrong. Okay, let's hear from you. We got Robert chiming in on the bathroom situation. Let's see what Robert says.
Well, guys, you're right for once. I will tell you, back in the elementary and high school days, you went where everybody was, so everybody could see you fight. But I will tell you that in prison, bathroom is where you go to fight.
Is it?
It's one of the only places
Where do you go to the
has to
bathroom?
get up off his ass to go see. So you always go to the bathroom to fight. It's just a given. So I guess that spread its way into Seminole County school system.
All of the counties. Am I the only one that doesn't want to fight in the bathroom? If you get knocked down, you're on the bathroom floor.
That's pretty gross.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Yeah. I don't want to fight there. I want to fight
I like that
outside.
you want to pummel somebody, but you're also worried about, ooh, gross germs.
Just in case I get knocked
You don't
down.
want to roll in pee-pee.
No, that's vile. I don't want to do that. Here's Twink Lettitz with a dispatch.
Hello, junkies.
Hey.
Hello, Josh.
Hello.
So you were talking about how it could be against the law to drive an illegal alien around in an Uber. Well, I was just wondering, I do DoorDash, and will it be illegal for me to bring food to them? Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry if that's another lame dispatch, Sean.
I think
Twink Lettitz out.
I think you're good for now.
Yeah.
But in DeSantis' America,
Is that a law? Like, that's actually a thing that they passed? Because seems really dumb to me.
about driving around
Yeah.
illegal immigrants, and it's causing problems like getting them to medical appointments, getting them to meet with their immigration lawyers to try and become legal immigrants.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like so many ways in which it's just a huge inconvenience and very stupid.
The thing about this that seems like it's untenable as a law is this only illegal if you are currently aware of their immigration status?
Maybe.
Because otherwise, like, how am I supposed to know if everybody who gets in my car, especially if I'm an Uber driver, if they're all
Show
here?
me your papes.
I
want to see your papes.
You can't do that. It's ridiculous. That's an absolute disaster waiting to happen. Let's go to Meat Pop with the dispatch.
I used to live in Rhode Island a long time ago, and there was a quarry up there. And every few years they would put a crane and a magnet, with a big magnet on it down there, and pull up cars that the mob was basically dumping. I think they would get like 10 cars every couple of years or something like that. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty surprising. This is the story that he's talking about where Sealand said they were looking in a lake and they were trying to find one particular car that might be linked to a missing persons case, and they found 30-something cars. 32 cars all in one place, which means either one person is doing a lot of killing or criminal activity, or a lot of people go, hey, this is the place where you dump cars, because that's a lot in one spot. Here's the big show. It says, oh, Josh, LOL.
What's going on, News Junkies? Your boy Big Show here. So, Josh,
What'd I
Mr.
do?
Pinkman.
Oh, is this Tory Lanez?
It's Tory Lanez. Not only do I know it's Tory Lanez because that's what everybody says, but
I don't care.
I used to be a tour DJ for a famous rap group and did a couple shows with him a couple times.
I was too.
Tory Lanez, my guy.
Okay.
Just saying.
Yep.
Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop, Big Show.
I have no way to verify that, but I kind of trust you, but it's Lanez.
It's Lanez. I know it because I've been following him since the very beginning of his career.
Oh, that's why you knew him immediately.
Yeah, I like a lot of his music, and some of his songs are some of my favorite songs.
It's actually Tory.
It's Tory
Canadian.
Lanez.
Yeah, Canadian.
Tory Lanez is his name, and he is my favorite rapper. No, he's not, but I'll go with.
Who's your favorite rapper?
I don't know.
YW Melly.
YNW Melly is good, but he's only got that one song that I really like, "Murder on Your Mind," and now
And the one murder.
Yeah, he's got some trouble going on in the legal world, too. Okay, we want to hear from you. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. Coming up next, we've got jury duty. Plus, in jury duty, a young girl was arrested for the dumbest reason I think I have ever heard of in my life. Wait till we walk you through this. This is a crazy story, and it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Someday, Alexa will know everything. Alexa, how do I get rid of a deadbeat roommate?
Try poisoning them.
But until then, tell her to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
Playing Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
This is Jared Carabas. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings.
After an underwhelming debut, we need to temper our expectation for Texans rookie quarterback C.J. Stroud. He's got a defensive first-time head coach, rookie OC, below average O-line, way below, and too much young talent around him. Plus, throw in the fact that Ohio State quarterbacks never pan out isn't a recipe for greatness, more of a recipe for a messy season. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Baseball is back with me, Jared Carabas, breaking down the sport of baseball and discussing my picks all season long. Download and listen to the newest episode from my show, Baseball is Dead with DraftKings, releasing in season every Monday and Thursday, available wherever you listen to podcasts.
Craft Beer Festival is back at SeaWorld Orlando. They're serving up a party for beer lovers with more than 100 craft beers, wines, and cocktails. Plus, savor more than 20 perfectly matched food selections and top it off with festive entertainment and fireworks to keep the party going all day long. This is one craft beer celebration you won't want to miss. The fun is brewing now through Labor Day and is included with park admission. Get your tickets now at SeaWorldOrlando.com.
Back to cool. Tons of stylish and innovative new Nissans are at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Buy now and make no payments for 6 months with interest from 0% APR financing. Get in to Sutherland Nissan Orlando. OrlandoNissan.com. Home of the lifetime warranty. See dealer for details.
Take control of your health and your wallet at healthfinder.fl.gov. Your one-stop shop to compare medical facilities in your area. From copays to x-rays, asthma treatment, and ultrasounds, healthfinder.fl.gov gives you a straight answer on cost and lets you compare against providers. Choose wisely. Live healthy at healthfinder.fl.gov. Paid for by the Agency for Healthcare Administration.
Hey, you want to get a Big Green Egg? The best place to go by far is Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up the Big Green Egg for you, and they make it so easy. Follow them on Instagram. It's Wassie's Meat Market, or just go to their website, wassiesmeatmarket.com, to get your Big Green Egg today.
For over a decade, SimpliSafe has revolutionized home security, and our latest advancement is here, 24/7 LiveGuard protection, only from SimpliSafe. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplisafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Did you suffer through 2022 with a terrible bathroom? You wanted to make that call to Rebath in Mid-Florida. You just couldn't do it. Well, make 2023 the year that you finally do pick up that phone and let these guys show you what they can do. And what they can do is amazing. Take a bathroom that you hate, it's old, it's out of date, doesn't look great, doesn't really complement your home, and turn that into a magical spa-like environment that you begin or end every day in, and it makes you super happy. Here's the great thing. They do this with their employees. They do it in just 4 to 6 days, and they give you a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. And guys, these products are simply amazing. Natural stone, travertine marble, all those beautiful colors, but it's the quality of the products that you've got to feel when you go to the showroom. 436 up in Altamont, right across from Kobe. Stop in, feel that quality, picture that in your house. That can happen. They're exceptionally good at it. Let them design a bathroom that you are going to love using their products, your ideas, their ideas, and next thing you know, their craftsmen will have it installed, and you will love it. 2023 is the year that you get a new bathroom, courtesy of Rebath, midfla.com.
Getting a root canal doesn't have to be a bad experience. Advanced Endodontics are experts in root canals. Why go anywhere else? Their experienced, compassionate staff uses state-of-the-art equipment, offers same-day appointments for emergencies with 5 convenient locations, and no referrals are needed. Advanced Endodontics also offers flexible financing. For more information or to schedule your root canal, go to ineedarootcanal.com. That's ineedarootcanal.com.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Preventive maintenance on all brands, and that saves you money and can detect an upcoming breakdown. Visit millsair.com.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies. including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens. And it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer over 50 different custom window treatments, including faux wood blinds and shutters, all at prices less than retail. Plus, we'll send you free samples before you buy. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Globally, 1 in 3 women experience domestic or sexual violence in their lifetime. In the U.S., on average, more than 3 women a day are murdered by their husbands or boyfriends. You don't need to be an expert to help someone who's experiencing domestic or dating violence. Express concern, listen without judgment if they're willing to talk, and offer to help them find support services. Go to knowmore.org to learn more and contact the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233 for help, or call 911 in an emergency.
Facebook may have changed how it looks, but we still remain your source for the content you never knew you needed or wanted. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook, powered by Anna Jar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Coming up in just a moment, and I'll tell you about how this young girl was arrested, and what she did to get arrested is absolutely insane. Incredible to believe that they would arrest somebody for this to begin with. But one of the stories I saw this week that was wild, and it didn't get as much attention as I thought it was going to, but there was a situation in Peru where these people kept coming forward, and they said, aliens are attacking us. They said there's aliens, and they're attacking us in our village. And they said there's these big, tall characters with big eyes, large heads, yellowish eyes. And they said they're all over the place attacking us in this village. And they don't know where these aliens are coming from, but they need help.
Space.
So they go, yeah, probably space. So they go to the authorities, and the TikToks that I saw were these people sitting down and they were explaining when they had an encounter with one of these aliens. And I said, what the hell is going on here? All these people can't be lying, right? Unless it's some sort of mass hysteria. How is this village of people lying about an alien harassing them? And they looked into it and they found out what was going on. It says villagers from a tribe in rural Peru were terrorized for weeks by what one news report called 7-foot armored aliens resembling Green Goblin from Spiderman. This is real. But a recent investigation by the local prosecutor's office revealed that the men were actually illegal miners that were seeking to sow terror among the tribe while they committed illicit activities. So these people had come into town, and they were illegally mining different things. And to distract the villagers and terrorize them, they would have somebody in like this costume that would run through the city and like attack people. And that's what fooled them into believing they were under attack from extraterrestrial beings. Good news, no aliens, and everybody is okay.
Thank
Plus, they got the illegal miners. You don't want them out there either. So they figured this all out in short time, and that, friends, is good news. And now it's time to do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only, Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. It's 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MOE, or go to justcallmo.com. He is the best of the best. My friend Mo is going to help you out after an accident. You got all these attorneys out there with all these billboards, but the one that's going to treat you right, not treat you like a number, not just try to settle as fast as they can, is going to hear your story and fight the insurance companies for you. That's Mo DeWitt. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MOE, or go to justcallmo.com. A teenage girl has been arrested. This happened in the United Kingdom. And I've got some video of this, so we'll play and see what happens here in a moment. But the story behind this arrest is absolutely insane to me. I guess this happened, like this, all right? They said that this young girl who is autistic, she was in the city hanging out with some people, and her parents were worried about her. So her parents called the cops and says, our daughter is autistic. She is in a position where we think she might do harm to herself or something bad could happen to her. The cops go and get her and bring her back to the house. When the cops bring the autistic girl back to her house with her mother, there's an incident where one of the police officers, there's a female police officer, and the autistic girl says, you look like my lesbian aunt, I think. She says that to the police officer, and she got arrested for that.
Oh.
You get arrested for that in the UK.
That's rude.
And let me see this video, because this is some of the footage, I think, from the mom. I hope she doesn't curse. Please, God, I've had one of those days. I don't need more cursing. All right, here it is. Is there no audio on this? Oh, no. Yeah, there's no audio, I guess. It shows them bringing this woman out. How could there be no audio?
She's made a comment
There
in
it
her
is.
own house. You've got her own camera. She hasn't said anything to you. Don't matter. She never got cameras on. She's getting arrested.
All right, there's a lot of chaos here, but they just said she's getting arrested, and the reasoning behind this was for calling one of the police officers a lesbian or saying she looked like a lesbian. The mom is trying to say over and over, you know, my daughter is autistic. This is something that we deal with all the time, and you should know as law enforcement better than to do this. First things first, no one should ever go to jail for this. This is the erosion of any sort of semblance of free speech in the UK. That's a disaster. Second thing second, the woman kind of does look like a lesbian, all right? I'm sorry. She has short hair.
I need to see her.
And I'll try to bring a...
The police are at your door.
Yeah, I'm trying to bring a video up of her.
You won't now.
Maybe she's in this, actually, but I'm just worried that there's going to be some curse words in there.
She's not getting arrested. Why are you doing this?
There she is right there.
Okay.
This is the woman in question. She
Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah, she has like a Ellen DeGeneres kind of haircut.
She looks like a dude we used to work with.
Yeah, she looks like she might be a lesbian. We can't just pretend that that's not a thing. There's a look to certain groups of people.
She kind of looks like Conan O'Brien.
A little bit. I could see that. Yeah. So the autistic daughter called her this. And to me, it says so many things. First of all, this woman was triggered by saying that she looks like a lesbian to the point where somebody should be arrested. And she was really happy that they were arresting this girl. You got to get thicker skin than that. That's pathetic. You shouldn't live your life that way. But beyond that, if you've never been around somebody who has autism, you might not know this, but they're very, very forward about things, right? Celine,
Yes.
you told this story not that long ago about you made some...
I made stuffing.
Stuffing for
I made
Thanksgiving,
Stuffing
right?
for Thanksgiving. I made 2 different stuffings.
Yeah, and one of the people that came over was, I think, autistic,
Yes.
right? And he would just be very forward about everything, which I love. I think is fantastic.
Yeah, the matter of factness is fun.
Like there's no kind of you don't have to guess what this person thinks. They're going to tell you how they think,
Right.
how they feel about things.
Yeah, he very loudly said, well, I'm going to try it just to not hurt his feelings.
Elaine was warned, hey, he might not try your stuffing. He wants.
Well, they
the
had a
old
box.
school.
They had a box of stovetop ready for him, just in case.
Yeah. So if you don't know that, then you might go, oh, all right. Well, this person is being incredibly rude to me. It's like, this is just how this goes. This is so stupid. They said, autistic girl screams and cries as police arrest her after a comment about an officer looking like a lesbian. She's not homophobic. Go away from my teenage daughter, the mom said, according to a video of this incident. But you can get arrested in the UK for saying things even that innocuous. What do you think? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Whether you're on your phone, your laptop, or anything like that, you've got something on your mind. Maybe it's a story that's really been grabbing your attention this week, and we haven't even mentioned it on the show. Now's the time to let us know. We've had no confessions today. I want some confessions here as we get further into things. It isn't. And I've had enough of this. I've had enough of waiting for them. Give them to us right now. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Again, on your phone, laptop, whatever you got, as long as it has a microphone, you can use the software over at thenewsjunkie.com to record your first dispatch right now. Okay, when we return.
It's just beautiful.
Timing? Yeah. Just nailed it. Easy to cut. Easy to cut and send off for Weekend Edition. When we return, there is a lot of things that I have seen on planes, a lot of different things that people have brought along with them. This is a new one for me. Haven't ever seen this before. Maybe you have. I seriously doubt it, but we will see. And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Limited tournament seats at the 2023 Real Radio Charity Poker Tournament are now up for auction. Get the details at realradio.fm/poker.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. goldsmithjewelry.com.
Traffic is picking up on I-4 westbound between Sand Lake Road and State Road 535. You can expect delays on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Kirkman Road heading northbound at Metro West Boulevard. There's slowdowns due to an accident on Colonial Drive heading eastbound before State Road 429. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Shopping for new blinds? At Blindster, we offer over 50 different blinds, shades, and shutters at low prices, custom made for your windows, and shipping is free. Shop at home and order 10 free samples of any product before you buy. Blindster.com.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
For over a decade, SimpliSafe has revolutionized home security, and our latest advancement is here, 24/7 LiveGuard protection, only from SimpliSafe. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplisafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
Now 60 seconds on scams and frauds. From the Federal Trade Commission, this is attorney Larissa Bungo. Now, I've been seeing ads about benefits for service members and veterans related to them being exposed to toxic substances. It seems like that's an area to watch for scams.
Yes, the PACT Act is helping veterans and service members get expanded benefits and health care if they were exposed to toxic things like burn pits and Agent Orange. But you're right. Dishonest businesses and scammers are trying to get a cut. Those ads you mentioned offer to help service members and veterans file their claim. But what they don't say is that if you take that help, you're either paying a fee or signing over a percentage of your benefits. Here's the important thing to know. You don't have to pay to apply for any kind of veterans benefits. If someone asks you to pay, tell the FTC at reportfraud.ftc.gov.
That's reportfraud.ftc.gov.
You can experience firsthand the real benefits of battery-powered outdoor landscaping equipment by Stihl at your local Tools Ace Hardware. And remember, Stihl products are only sold through servicing dealers like Tools Ace Hardware, which means you can't find Stihl equipment at the big box stores. Stihl battery-powered equipment has long run times and the ability to switch easily between multiple tools, like edgers, trimmers, and blowers. Stop by one of Tools Ace Hardware's 10 Stihl locations with service and repair centers right inside their stores. It's no secret Stihl outdoor power equipment is synonymous with quality and reliability. And now you can get that same great quality and reliability from Stihl's brand new outdoor battery powered tools and equipment. With 12 locations all throughout Central Florida, chances are there's a Tools near you. Find your Tools Ace Hardware and shop online for your brand new Stihl battery-powered outdoor tools and equipment at acehardware.com. It's Tools Ace Hardware, your local helpful place.
This Saturday and Sunday only at Old Navy, get $15 jeans for adults and kids jeans for just $12. That's right. Grab adult jeans for just $15 and kids jeans for only $12 this weekend only at Old Navy. Valid 8/12 and 13. Select styles only.
If you're suffering and there's a safe, natural, easy-to-use solution to help make you feel better, wouldn't you at least want to try it?
That's why millions of people use Navage nasal care to help relieve their symptoms of sinus congestion, allergies, snoring, and other nasal-related problems. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Dee, a verified Navage user who writes, "From years of having a permanently stuffed up nose to being able to breathe is life-changing. Food tastes better, and I no longer go through boxes of tissue a day," unquote. Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Bachelor Happy Hour, the one and only official Bachelor Nation podcast, is back. Go behind the scenes with your hosts, Bachelor in Paradise Season 7 newlyweds, Joe Amabile and Serena Pitt, for real stories about what happens in Bachelor Mansion.
Here on Bachelor Happy Hour, we'll be putting all the guys in the hot seat. We'll have exclusive interviews. We'll be the first to talk to the men. We're going to bring the drama into the house and leave probably brokenhearted.
Listen to Bachelor Happy Hour on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Wake up, people. You are optimizing every waking hour of your life. From carpooling kids, to work, to friends, and everything in between. You have to get sleep. And a bed that can perform as well as you do. Meet the next generation Sleep Number Smart Bed. It effortlessly adjusts to your shape, position, and movements. Learning how you sleep, so you learn to sleep better. Night after night. Sleep next level. Only from Sleep Number.
It's the biggest sale of the year. Save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition Smart Bed. Plus special financing. Ends Monday. See store for details.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
We need to get back in control of the airlines and of commercial flying because it's absolutely stupid what's going on out there. I've seen far too many stories. You got people bringing like peacocks on these flights. We used to treat these planes and travel in the air like it was a fancy affair. And then we
treat it with respect.
Yeah, there's no respect with it now. We've absolutely thrown all caution to the wind, and now it's free-for-all out there. And case in point here is this woman who's posted a photograph of herself, and she's like, "Oh, isn't this so adorable what's happened here?" And I looked at it and I go, this is a nightmare. We need to have rules in place on the airlines. We need to make sure that people can't do this stuff. I'll admit, it probably would make me smile for a second as I walked by, but I don't want this to be flying on my plane with me. I don't.
Oh my God!
I
disagree.
This is a full-on big-ass dog.
I disagree. That looks adorable.
It's a Great Dane on a commercial airlines flight, and the woman bought the whole row of seats so that her Great Dane could sit next to her. The Great Dane took up 2 seats, and then she took up the 3rd seat. And technically, I guess, she's not bothering anybody because she's got those seats.
She paid for it.
She did pay for it, but you could just have your big-ass dog wandering around like this? I saw a video the other day, and I said, we got to get control over this. We have to get control. Because the video I saw had a cat that had gotten loose on a flight.
Oh no!
And everybody's sitting there in their seats, and the cat's like, vroom, vroom, zooming in and out of seats, and it's in the overhead bins and stuff. And
that's kind of fun.
What is happening here? We used to treat this as something where it was very fancy. You couldn't just bring a Great Dane on the car and
I'm
the
sorry,
plane next to you.
That's adorable. I would want to sit next to the Great Dane.
That's a big dog, man.
Yeah,
it's huge. This dog. And I really didn't know that there were rules that would allow you to have your pet on the flight with you in the seats, as opposed to like in a carrier or, like they check the dogs sometimes to put them beneath the plane.
Guest dog, when they were on their way to Orlando, rode in the cabin, but was in a carrier, and I think was also sedated.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they went to the vet and was like, give me some happy sleepy pills for guest dog.
I think what happens is people love their pets, which I love my pets. Lady, I love. I just had the vet out looking at my cat. I'm freaking out about that. Yesterday, everything seems to be fine, but Junkie Cat is great. I think that if you're going to have an animal on a flight or in public transportation like this, you should have the animal in some sort of cage. It's weird that you could just have it chilling. Like it could just be like laying out on your lap and just sitting in the seat like that.
Does it have to observe the seatbelt?
I don't know.
sign?
What do? Do you put a seatbelt around the dog? It's a full-size Great Dane on this flight.
I don't know that you could get a Great Dane cage in there.
You're right. I don't think you'd be. They have to go underneath.
Yeah.
Go with the luggage.
And even then, you might be pushing it.
Which, by the way, I don't mind that people don't like that. If you've ever seen the video of where dogs stay in the cargo hold of an aircraft, it's kind of weird and makes you feel kind of strange that the animals are down there. But this, I don't know if this is great either.
Somebody is claiming that this was a service dog.
The Great Dane is? It says, a U.S. man boarded a flight with something that did not meet the dimensions specifications for hand luggage, his Great Dane. Gabriel Bogner, 27, left both passengers and crew speechless after filling out 3 seats with his colossal canine while taking a cross-country flight from Los Angeles, California to New York City. Darwin, the Great Dane, required 2 entire seats to sprawl comfortably on, while her owner took the 3rd for himself. And they said this guy's a startup founder, was moving from LAX to LaGuardia, and he said it was the first time this dog had flown like this. He says he explained his enormous pooch, who is 5 years old, is his support dog and needs to be with him at all times. That is not the same thing as like having a dog that's like a specialist dog. This is just an emotional support animal as opposed to...
It says service dog.
Oh, it says actual, like registered service dog?
Yeah, he has Crohn's disease.
And they allow it for that, huh?
He explained in a subsequent video he has inflammation and irritation in the digestive tract. He had his entire large intestine and part of his small intestine and rectum removed due to the disease.
All right, never mind.
And it says he experiences quite a bit of belly pain pretty much all the time. Heat and mild pressure can help alleviate a lot of that pain. And so Darwin, the service dog, is trained to put her head and parts of her body to rest on him in certain times when he's in pain.
Okay, I get it. He does seem to have some actual valid medical issues, and if the dog helps him out, that's good.
I've never seen a service Great Dane, though. That is impressive.
Yeah, it's a big, gigantic dog, and this has gone viral all over the place.
It seems like it would be a little extra tedious to train a Great Dane to be a service dog, just because they have such a short life expectancy.
Oh, yeah. Don't they only live like 5 to 7 years or something? They don't.
I mean, you put in a lot of work to train dogs like that, and it's a labor of love for most of the people that do it. So, I don't see a problem with it. It just seems like you're doing a little, you're going to have to train a lot more often if that's the dog that you want.
The thing that comes to mind here is we had a story this very week. Look at this dog at the airport. My God, it's an enormous dog for those of you watching on YouTube at twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie.
Oh, he got to go in the cockpit.
They let him meet the pilots, and then it goes to his seat. And he's just taking up all of these seats together.
That's friggin' adorable.
And he's like hanging out, looking out the window and stuff. He's being good. He seems to be behaving out there, which is nice. But I think about the story of the person who is allergic to peanuts saying, I'm going to buy up all the peanuts for the flight so that nobody can have peanuts, so I'll be safe. And then I go, what if somebody on this flight is allergic to dogs? Does it not matter that they're allergic to dogs? Do you say, oh, you just have to deal with it because this guy wins out in the support animal category or something? That seems kind of strange to me. I mean, I would be fine with it, honestly, if I'm being real about things. I'd be fine. I would think it was adorable. I'd probably want to get a picture or something. But it is kind of interesting to see how we allow some things and we don't allow others. Let's go to you. We allow you to send us a dispatch. I don't know why we allow it, because sometimes I regret it. I think it's a bad idea. But in the meantime, we're going to see what you got. Maybe you got some top quality 5%er dispatches for us today. Here's Laying Down the Law, talking about flying Great Danes.
Hey, Sean, I don't know where you've been, but you were talking about how it used to be fancy to fly on a plane, and now they let Great Danes on. Great Dane is about the fanciest dog you can get.
Is it?
That's fancy. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Are they expensive? They seem expensive.
I mean, they're probably
a lot of dog.
If they're not expensive to get, they're probably expensive to take care of.
Right, of course.
I almost said the upkeep, but it's not a car.
That's kind of right. We know somebody who has one that big. Oh, yeah, we do, right? Kolak over on Discord.
Yeah, the dog is like 3 times her size.
Those dogs are so big, man. And when I say that things used to be fancy when flying, I mean way back in the day, like in the 50s and 60s.
It was new.
It was new, and it was not cheap
and
at the time.
You could smoke.
Yep, you could smoke. Those are the good old days.
Men were men and women were women.
Here is Lazy Susan with a confession for us.
Hey, News Junkie, happy days.
Hey.
This is a confession, since you wanted those so much, Sean.
All right.
I used to work at a restaurant I used to serve at a restaurant that's really popular for their soup and salad. And
All
I
right.
basically
Never gonna guess.
would scheme every day, all day, with cash payments and just not close them out and just float like a soup and salad or a soda, soft drink, or even kids' meals or whatever I could get away with. If the dollar amount was right for the next table, I would just give them that receipt, and I probably schemed thousands of dollars from that place. But yeah, a lot of fun. And then I got a new job and got out of there scot-free. So yay, but yeah.
All right, thank you. He's confessing to actual crimes.
Yeah.
Not supposed to be doing that.
Thousands of dollars worth, too.
You are absolved, probably not legally, but absolved from the show, from our perspective. Here's I'm a PC.
Regarding the illegal miners, they pulled a play out of the Scooby-Doo universe, didn't they? Dressing
Sounds
up
like it.
monsters, terrorizing the locals, and then somebody comes and unmasks them.
Yeah, it does sound like a damn Scooby-Doo plot, but that's a real story where these people thought they were being terrorized by aliens, and it was just these people who are illegal miners in the area trying to terrorize them. Here is Forgot Password.
All right, you guys just lost your dog cred. It's Great Dane.
No, it's not.
Come on, man.
That can't be
Thank
true.
you.
He made me think for a second, though. I was like, oh, God.
Great Danye.
We could do one more. Here's Dan. He's got a dispatch for us.
Hey, what's up, junkie? So I want to dispatch in more often, but I am a straight up podcast listener. I've listened to you guys. I've listened to every single episode since COVID. That's when I started listening. Have not missed an episode.
Thank you.
Since then, it's actually funny because I guess yesterday the thing broke. But anyway, to that, I just wanted to say that I could see that maybe that is why you guys said that your podcast ratings are up, but maybe the show isn't as high. Because I know I get off work at noon, and I will purposefully not listen to the live show. Because I know that later that night I'm going to download and listen to the podcast. So other than that, C-Lane, will you please change my username to Buttface McBallsacks, please?
I think somebody already has
Love
that.
you guys. Have a great weekend. Peace.
Thank you, Dan. No, when we were talking about the podcast, the reason I said number one podcast, radio show, not so much, was because we won an award for best podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the radio show category, I don't even think we placed.
We did not.
We weren't even in there. But the ratings of the radio show, to the moon, sir. To the moon. We trounced the competition around here. And we have for a very, very long time. Industry record-breaking numbers over here. So we kick ass there, but the podcast is incredibly popular. I believe it's the most popular iHeart podcast in the southeastern United States, which is something, I guess. It means something to us. Let's do one more dispatch. I think we can work that in, right? Yeah, we can do that right now. Fatty Matty's talking about the guy who just said he scammed Olive Garden.
Oh, I also was a server for a bit at that famous soup and salad lunch restaurant. And 6 or 7 servers got fired for doing that cash scheme. during the lunch.
They're
They
all
make a lot
doing
of
this
money
over
doing
there.
it, but cost them at the end.
What are you guys doing at poor Olive Garden? They're just trying to serve up some delicious breadsticks, some soup, some salad.
They never said the name of the actual restaurant.
No, but I
the
mean,
soup and salad place.
Could have been Sweet Tomatoes.
It could have been, but is that even around anymore?
I thought
You
it was
can
supposed
see
to.
why.
Yeah, because they scammed about all the cash. Damn it. All right, we're going to hear from you. You can confess to us or you can comment on what we're talking about. You can do whatever you want. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com, hit record on your first dispatch right now. Courtney and I were doing this thing, and I thought, Celine, you said you might have done something like this recently. She came up with the idea out of nowhere. She's like, you know what? Let's go on the weekends, like randomly, to places like chain restaurants that we haven't been to in forever.
Right.
And so we said, let's just go to Olive Garden. I haven't been to Olive Garden in 20 years.
It's a good time.
Let's go to Olive Garden. So we went back to Olive Garden. I'm like, okay, this is nice. This is decent. And we're going to like all of those type restaurants. And when I thought of doing that, at first I was like, oh, this is great. Then I was like, some of these places probably I don't go to for a reason.
Right.
But we got like Chili's, Fridays.
What'd you think of Chili's?
Well, we haven't gone back yet, but they're on the list to just try it.
I went back
like
to
Chili's.
I went back to Chili's.
That's where you went?
I went. We went when we went and saw Air, the Michael Jordan movie, the Nike movie, really. And so we were the movie theater was over near the airport, so we went to the Chili's that was there. We're like, oh, when's the last time we went to Chili's?
Yeah,
that is the last time we went to Chili's.
No good.
It was just like
why you weren't going?
It was fine, but
everything's cooked in a microwave.
It was
triple dipper, son.
There was just it was underwhelming, and then they sat us at like half a table.
Okay.
And then at one point I said, and I don't know why I thought that this was going to work out in my favor, but I said, do you guys have a spicy margarita on the menu? They said, we don't have one, but I can get the kitchen to bring you some jalapenos. We'll make a margarita and put some jalapenos in it. I go, that sounds good, fresh jalapenos. They were nacho slices. They were pickled nacho slice jalapenos.
Why did you put that in a drink?
They did put it in the drink.
They did put it
They put
inside?
it in the drink. And they dropped it off at the table, and she walked away, and Ashley's looking at me like, yep.
That's what you got.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, updates on the strikes that are going on with actors and writers. Some progress may be being made here. Plus, a brand new pill that you might want to take. What's it for? You're going to find out. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
We know you're spending some of your work time on Facebook. Like our page at Real Radio 1041, and we'll keep your secret. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Watch out for delays on I-4 heading eastbound between State Road 408 and Princeton Street, and congestion on I-4 westbound between Colonial Drive and South Street. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Kirkman Road heading northbound at Metro West Boulevard. There's delays due to an accident on Colonial Drive heading eastbound before State Road 429. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Since 2010, Blindster has sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters to satisfied customers across the country with 20,000 five-star reviews and an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau. Custom blinds at low prices and free shipping. Blindster.com.
Let me tell you about Mills Air. This is a company you can trust. Leon Mills is the best of the best, and they came into the studio to fix my air conditioning here so it could be nice and comfortable in the studio. A lot of people right now are struggling through this very hot summer. We're in the heat of it, in the thick of it right now. And if your AC isn't performing, it's time to reach out to the best of the best. They've been in business over at Mills Air since 1992. For more than 30 years, they have strived to treat people the right way, be fair, be honest with them, and give people the deal that they deserve. They can service any brand out there, the techs over at Mills Air, so you don't have to worry about that. But they're a Carrier factory authorized dealer. Why is that good? Well, it gives you access to a whole bunch of really big rebates if you're going to buy a brand new Carrier unit. You could always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Give them a call at 407-277-1159. or find them online at millsair.com.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass. Raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
When it comes to $1 small Slurpee drinks at 7-Eleven, no one's doing it like you. You're inventing new flavor combos, throwing caution to the wind. You're a frozen fizz whiz, a pina colada prodigy. You mix cherry and blue raspberry like a pro. Only you know the perfect ratio. Just when they think you're done, you add a splash of summertime citrus, just because you can. And because your small Slurpee drink masterpiece is just $1 at 7-Eleven. Slurpee, anything flows. Expires 12/31/2023 plus tax. Visit store for details.
If you're experiencing tooth pain, Advanced Endodontics can help. Our team of experts provides state-of-the-art care, offering advanced treatments like laser-assisted endodontics with no referrals necessary. With our 5 convenient locations serving Central Florida, you can get same-day emergency appointments, and you'll find we have easy financing and flexible payment plans available. Make an appointment today at ineedarootcanal.com. That's ineedarootcanal.com.
I want you to remember this company, Phoenix American Hospitality. Visit PAHinvest.com. Their team buys world-class hotel brands like Marriott, Hilton, and Hyatt, then maximizes the profits of each operation. While the rest of America deals with the yo-yo stock market, Phoenix American Hospitality has paid their REIT investors more than 12% in annualized profits. Capitalize on the travel boom and diversify your portfolio. Visit PAHinvest.com.
Past performance does not indicate future results.
Hi, everyone. Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. Man, in just one visit, Life Imaging FLA has shown its worth to me. And at 55 years old, I just cannot shrug off lingering aches or unexplainable pain anymore. With known kidney and prostate issues on both sides of my immediate family, I don't ignore those now. The instant I had the opportunity to visit Life Imaging FLA for their free heart scan, I didn't pause for a second. And what do we find? Cyst on my kidneys and a mildly enlarged prostate. I took that scan info directly to my primary care doctor, and we started building my plan immediately. You feel empowered and even better, more in tune with your body so you can get the most out of life. No dyes, you don't take off your clothes, and it only takes minutes. Don't wait. Do what I did. Call Life Imaging FLA right now for your free heart scan with just a few minimum requirements. That's a $699 value. And while you're there, ask about their cancer screening as well. Just pick up your cell phone and dial pound 250. Say the keyword free heart scan. That's pound 250. Say the keyword free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds. Guys, make that call and make this the day you take control of your long-term health care. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
This Saturday and Sunday only at Old Navy, get $15 jeans for adults and kids jeans for just $12. That's right. Grab adult jeans for just $15 and kids jeans for only $12 this weekend only at Old Navy. Valid 8/12 and 13. Select styles only.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
This month, everyone's heading back to school. But while you've been busy buying new notebooks, backpacks, and lunchboxes, I've been coming up with a plan to help you buy a ride that's just too cool for school. Hey, it's RC Hill from RC Hill Mitsubishi, and I've got your key to looking fine in the car line. Right now, you could drive a nice new car for just $9 down. Don't sit in the car line with a car you hate. Ditch your old ride. You be proud to show off in the new 7-seater 2023 Outlander or the stylish Mirage. Cleanest gas car in America, 43 miles per gallon, starting at $15,900. And hey, if you've gotten a low credit score from the School of Hard Knocks, don't worry. My credit specialist, great on a curve, with rates from 0%. And our used car supercenter has over 100 fresh trade-ins starting at $5,900. Visit me to finish your back-to-school shopping, and you could drive home in a nicer, newer car for just $9 down. Hurry, this deal's done when the school bell bell rings. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. See all my A-plus rides at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Offers require bank approval. See dealer for details.
The podcast Journalista tells the improbable life story of Courtney Cookie Hood. Follow Cookie's adventures from working for CBS News in Managua during the Nicaraguan Civil War to blowing the lid off the Iran-Contra scandal and almost taking down the Reagan presidency.
They're assuming that I know what I'm doing, that I'm a journalist. I wasn't. I was being thrown into the Coliseum to the lions. I had not a clue.
Listen to Journalista on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
You gotta get it together. What the hell? And when I told C-Lane this story, he said, "Oh, that's the thing a small town does. That is the thing that you do."
Stop doing this.
If you're in a little small town, you do that. West Palm Beach, what are you doing? You're not a small town. You shouldn't be behaving this way. And you should be used to celebrities from all the folks over on Palm Beach that are out there. But Pete Davidson from SNL was in West Palm. And there was a whole news story about how he went to Bud's Chicken and Seafood, which is like a place that's down there. It's delicious. But Hush Puppies are so good at that place. It's fantastic. But when a celebrity comes to your town and it makes news and they like talk about what restaurant they went to and stuff, it makes it seem like you're not used to this. Like, famous people don't generally come here. And look at this. There's a real live celebrity in town. And so they had like video of him. They had photos of him taking a photo with the staff and stuff. And they even said in the story, they were like, Pete ordered the chicken finger meal with fries and a soda. Like, what the hell?
He's just like us.
Yeah, like he's a normal person.
I mean, I'm happy for Bud's Chicken and Seafood. Like, that's fine. It's sort of like when, I don't know if it was when we went and saw him or it was a different trip. But Jimmy Fallon was in Orlando, and he went by a staple.
Yep.
Of Orlando cuisine.
Yeah. Was it Beefy King?
It was Beefy King.
That's the place a lot of people do.
And so, like, I think he posted something about it on Instagram, and I think they reposted on Instagram because they were excited that Jimmy Fallon went there. Cool, fine. But if the newspaper is like, Jimmy Fallon eats at Beefy King, you're like, oh, come on.
Like 3 cameras out there, reporters all trying to get a comment. You're like, let the guy do his thing. We don't need to do this. This is small town stuff. We don't need to get obsessed with this.
No, I mean, nobody's like in a big city like New York. Nobody's like, writing newspaper articles when a celebrity attends a Broadway show.
No, hell no. They would never do that. It would never do that. But they said, Pete Davidson went to Bud's Chicken and Seafood. If you do go there, go to Bud's Chicken and Seafood, though. It's definitely a solid spot, an enjoyable place. I've never been to Beefy King, but I might go this weekend. Just to right that wrong. I might do that.
I wonder if you have enough star power to get in the paper.
I don't think so. We'll see if they're right about me.
They've had Alton
next week.
Brown there, too.
Oh, yeah, so then they're really not going to care about me that much.
I went when we had Just Okay across the street from Beefy King. Me and our promotions director, Glory, had to go on a beer run. And so we stopped at Beefy King on the way.
Oh, nice. That's a good day's work right there.
Hell yeah.
I got this story because I always find the strides in medicine that we're making very big. And there's a lot of ladies out there who might want to be made aware might want to be made aware of this, rather.
Summoned upon.
Yeah. They said 1 in 6 to 7 women suffer with a condition often undiagnosed and undertreated. And now doctors and mothers are weighing in on a first-of-its-kind medication born to quickly decrease the debilitating symptoms of postpartum depression. This is fairly common. I've heard from people, I've had loved ones who had a baby, and like afterwards they're like, you don't know. Like, it just hit me out of nowhere. And they were judging whether they would be good parents, and they were just like really in a deep depression. And there's never been really anything that's specifically for that until now. They've made this pill that is supposed to help out with this. And one of the reasons this happens, for the record, Can you imagine the amount of hormones that are going through your body when you're not just pregnant, but when you're like actually having the baby?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. That's the number on your system that's happening there. And they said new motherhood is tough for sure. You're sleep deprived and you're like, oh, do I even know what I'm doing? Now there is this new medicine that they have out there that they're using to help these folks out.
Are we laughing at the same thing?
What?
The headline?
Oh, what?
Oh.
What are you laughing
New
at?
approved pill for postpartum depression offers faster fix.
I was laughing. No, I was laughing at on the chat. Small-handed radio host tries to lift roast beef sandwich.
I did see that.
You assholes. Leave me alone. They said that this is a product called Zuranolone, I think. Zuranolone is the name of it. An FDA-approved, faster-acting drug. It's for a short duration of time. You take it 2 weeks every single night. They tried it on about 1,000 women, and they saw that it was working pretty well with these women to regulate their hormones. So if you're in that position, just know
Get
that.
some of that Zeronalone.
Yeah, I got to get it. You might need it too. That's a dumb question, but can guys get postpartum depression? Is that a thing?
I'm going to say yes.
I'm gonna Google it. Postpartum depression.
They could just get partum depression.
That's true. It says. Created for family members. 1 in 10 dads experience postpartum depression and anxiety. So it's very real.
Little bitches.
According to the Cleveland Clinic.
They're not real men.
You're going to show them, right?
Yeah.
We're going to go to your dispatches in just a moment.
Do I get time off for postpartum depression?
We're going to find out now. Ask Jack after the show. The WGA, the Writers Guild of America, and the Actors Union, they're both on strike. The Writers Guild has been on strike for over 100 days. And it said that they're coming to the table together to start talking about some things, possibly even this weekend. The headline saying, could there be an end in sight? Is this going to be happening this weekend? Remember, it's not about what's happening right now, because even if the strike ended right now, you wouldn't have new content being pumped out immediately. They have to film this stuff. They have to edit this stuff. They have to write this stuff. They have to do all of those things. That's why if this goes on for much longer, you are definitely going to see a reduction in the amount of new content that you have. It's going to do a real disservice to those of us who are looking for new content all the time. All right, let's go over to you and your dispatches. You can join us at thenewsjunkie.com, just like Decon did, who says he just went back to Applebee's. All right?
Funny you guys are on the same kick with visiting chain restaurants that you haven't gone to in so long. My girlfriend and I, we just did the same thing about 2 weeks ago. We visited Applebee's, and talk about underwhelming. Applebee's is literally the same restaurant as it was 20 years ago. Even upon entry, I feel like that was the same one I visited 20 years ago, and the decor is still the same.
Nothing changed.
And the food is equally as bad as it was 20 years ago.
Damn, Applebee's.
But, hey, guys, check out Applebee's. It's in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I've told you guys about my
I
friend.
like that he said the second part and not the eating good part.
My friend who was a manager of an Applebee's for a while. Applebee's at that time, I think, was going through like an identity crisis, and they didn't know exactly what they wanted to be, because we would be in there, and on Thursday nights and on another night, they had a DJ in there. I've told you about this before.
Ooh.
They had nights with a DJ.
Club Applebee's.
Club Applebee's, and they had Jello wrestling one time. It's like, who's Jello wrestling at an Applebee's on a weekday? Who is doing this? Oh, there were people, believe it or not, who were doing that. And I don't know how it's changed, but for some reason, it just seems fun to go back to all those chain restaurants. And
Olive Garden held up. We did the Olive Garden.
That's good,
one.
right?
That one held up.
Yeah, we were thinking about Red Lobster. I don't know. I haven't been to a Red Lobster in forever. Yeah, even if you fail at everything else, the biscuits are going to be damn good. Here's Funny Name talking about the MAGA FBI situation.
Hey, guys. Happy day. Hey, Sean, have you seen how fragile the people are on your Facebook post about the guy the FBI killed?
No.
My God, those MAGA people are some of the softest pussies on the planet.
No, if people are mad, I don't look at the comments. If a video gets a bunch of views, I go, all right, check it out, crack my knuckles, and I go away from it. Now, at this point, it's like if a video gets over 10,000 views, I'm like, not looking at that. It's just going to be a wasp nest. I think that what you see here.
That's when I dive in.
Let's go. Ready to go. What you see here is
you bunch of soft pussies.
An exact reflection. That sounds weird. An exact reflection of what they rage against all the time. And I think a lot of you who may even be Trump supporters who are listening to this will agree with me. A lot of people go, all of these libtards, if you will, out here, they're so soft, they can't handle words, they need trigger warnings, they need safe spaces, they need all this stuff. You're so weak. But then you do see the same thing. It's like, okay, when something happens in your world, all of a sudden you roll into the victim role as well. And that's pathetic. I don't want anybody being a little bitch out there. I want both sides to stop being little bitches, whether you're a Trump supporter or anti-Trump or anybody in between. Just stop being a little bitch, please. All right, now that's my statement and it's out there.
Thank you.
Let's go to this one. That tie-dye chick talking about Great Danes.
Hey, good day, junkies.
Hey.
So, I have Great Danes. I've always had Great Danes. And if I were to ever fly with them, I would definitely buy them a seat or two. I can't imagine trying to find a carrier for them, and I wouldn't want to put the airline workers through having to move them. Brutus is like 150 pounds, and that's like a job for 4 people. And, you know,
he's a big dog.
Danes are great service dogs. I have seen a few of them, and
all right, we're in our pocket now.
They learn so fast. They're extremely smart. They're super sweet. And they'll do anything and everything for you.
All right. Thank you.
Also, Brutus is 9 years old.
Oh, my
God. He is still going strong. That
is super old for a Great Dane. 9 years old is really old for a Great Dane. I was freaking out because Piper is now, a.k.a. Junkie Cat, 9.
Oh, she's still got like 10 years.
I know. And I was like, oh, she's getting old. But then you're reminded, like, cats can live so much longer.
Yeah, they're old enough to go to college by the time they die.
Yeah, you have a cat for a long-ass time. Let's work in one more real quick. Here is Andy. Andy has a dispatch for us.
Hey, News Junkies.
Hey.
First time dispatcher, but long time listener.
Thank you.
I was calling about the story about the girl with autism. I have a 17-year-old daughter with Down syndrome, and she loves 1,000% and tells you how much she loves you, but she's also very honest. Her favorite thing to do is to go up and give you a side hug. And you know that some of us have those little rolls on our sides?
Oh, yeah.
Well, she'll go up and hug you and say, hey, nice pound cake.
All right. Thank you. We appreciate your dispatch, and we're waiting for yours as well. Did you guys see this week the guy who was a candidate in the presidential election in Ecuador got assassinated?
Yeah.
Broad daylight. It was just like right out in the middle of broad daylight. He's got his security force with him and everything, and they load him up in the car. And then I guess somebody just popped up in front of the car and just shot right through the windshield and ended up killing this guy who was a candidate in Ecuador's forthcoming presidential election. He campaigned against corruption and gangs, and he was shot dead at this campaign rally. I wonder who it was who was responsible. Perhaps those gangs that he was campaigning against. He's one of the few candidates to allege links between organized crime and government officials in Ecuador. A criminal gang called Los Lobos.
The Wolves.
The Wolves, yes. They have claimed responsibility for doing this. That's the second largest gang in Ecuador with 8,000 members.
Isn't that the one that Johnny Five joined?
Is that Lobos or Locos?
Oh, Locos.
I forgot which one it is. Oh, that movie's great. Does that hold up? I could revisit that.
Probably not, but I would still watch it.
I'd still give it a shot,
Los
too.
Locos kick your ass. Los Locos kick your face.
Classic. All right, when we come back, we're going to hear from
do the rest.
No, I'm not saying that because you're going to cut it up and I'll hear it back again. You're lying to me. You're not going to do it. We want to hear from you before everything wraps up on the show today. So do join us. It's super easy to do. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. You hit record and then say what you got on your mind. Try to make it quick enough, and then we play you back on the show. And you can become a part of what we have going on over here. It's a great, great way to help out the show and to get yourself out there as well. So we hope that you go do that. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. When you're on the website, you can also learn about secret shows. You can see things that we're talking about with see it now so we could break down that wall and show you any visuals. You can learn about Game of Magnets, listen to interviews, and the podcast, all of that. It's right there, ready for you right now at thenewsjunkie.com. Steve-O finished it for you, by the way. He said, Los Locos kick your balls into outer space. That rounds out the song. And we're going to round out the show when we come back. We got final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut, and Ted Eller to wrap everything up for a Friday. That's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show, the GOAT T of radio. The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center, powered locally by Ferguson HVAC.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Afternoon highs today soaring to the upper 90s. It will be hot and humid. There's a heat advisory in effect until 7 o'clock tonight. Limited rain chances starting mainly after 2 o'clock at 30% coverage. And then we're quiet overnight with another round of heat and humidity for the weather weekend ahead. Stay weather aware and always remember to depend on the Fox 35 Storm Team. I'm meteorologist Allison Gargaro.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Since 2010, Blindster has sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters to satisfied customers across the country with 20,000 five-star reviews and an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau. Custom blinds at low prices and free shipping. Blindster.com.
Don't miss the boat, my friends. Compare your quote today. That mortgage guy, Don, president of Happy Home Mortgage Brokerage and host of the Home Loans Radio Show, he is here for you. He has over 250 five-star Google reviews and 1,100 reviews at Experience.com. So I think it's very safe to say that Don knows what he's doing. And I can say with full confidence that Don is looking out for you. He has your best interest in mind. He's going to treat you like a friend and not like a number like the other mortgage companies. See, chances are very high that you're leaving money on the table. So get the money off the table and back in your hands where it belongs. Get a free fast quote review at thatmortgageguyDon.com. Hit the compare button, and Don's going to review your quote today. That mortgage guy, Don, he's a mortgage broker, not a corner bank or retail lender, and that means he has direct access to wholesale lenders that consumers do not. If you want to see a difference, go to the website right now. Chock full of information for you, very easy to navigate through, and direct access to the man himself. Plain and simple. No spam, no hassle, just peace of mind. Check it out now. ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
Back to cool. Tons of stylish and innovative new Nissans are at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Buy now and make no payments for 6 months with interest from 0% APR financing. Get in to Sutherland Nissan Orlando. OrlandoNissan.com. Home of the lifetime warranty. See dealer for details.
Pollo Tropical has a real Cuban sandwich. Down to the cut. More roast pork. Esto es lechón. And it will always be lechón. Ham, cheese, pickles. Because without pickles, it's not a real Cuban. Mantequilla is a gift from God. And it's pressed until the cheese melts. A classic. And the drive-thru, it's like una ventanita. The Cuban sandwich from Pollo Tropical. It doesn't get more Cuban than this.
The best time to get a great deal on a Jeep SUV is now, during the Summer of Jeep event. Well-qualified returning SC and lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee El Laredo 4x2 for $419 a month for 36 months, with $2,999 to its signing. Tax, title, license extra. No security deposit required. Call 1-888-8925-JEEP for details. Requires dealer contribution and lease through Ally Financial. Current lease must end by 9/2/24. Extra charge for miles over 30,000. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 9/5. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Wow, is this a party? Yeah, it's the IKEA 80th anniversary sale, and we've got over 1,000 offers on our items. College students and teachers save 15% in store, or anyone can save 20% off all desks in-store and online.
15% on everything? I'm getting ready for college.
Bring your roommate and anyone else who wants great savings. Hurry in store or go to IKEA-USA.com to save through 9/5. Offers valid in U.S. until 9/5. Student-teacher offer in-store only with valid ID on home furnishing purchases of up to $3,000 pre-tax. Other restrictions apply. See store on IKEA-USA.com for all details.
Find high-quality healthcare in Florida at healthfinder.fl.gov. Effortlessly explore facilities based on quality measures like infection rates, surgical complications, and readmissions. Compare safety records for medical facilities like hospitals, nursing homes, and outpatient surgery centers with ease. Elevate your healthcare decisions with the transparency tool at healthfinder.fl.gov. Choose wisely. Live healthy. Paid for by the Florida Agency for Healthcare Administration.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Every day, you breathe in thousands of microscopic germs, allergens, and viruses. Don't let these invisible invaders make breathing through your nose impossible. Flush them out with Navage. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril around the back of the nose and out the other nostril, helping flush out all the nasty things that make you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Cindy, a verified Navage user who writes, "I've had such awful nasal congestion for the last couple years. I bought Navage and OMG, I can breathe again. I love this thing. Goodbye, Neti Pot. Hello, Navage." End quote. If you suffer from sinus congestion, allergies, or snoring, then Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Navage is at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage. Navage. Clean nose. Healthy life.
Hear the latest news from the headlines on your phone. Download the free iHeartRadio app for exclusive live coverage of breaking news. From what's happening where you live to what's happening across the country. Live from the center of the story. Listen for free anywhere, anytime. Download the free iHeartRadio app today.
Wendy's BOGO $1 deal is back at participating Wendy's. Buy a Dave single, spicy chicken sandwich, 10-piece nugs, or medium frosty, and get another for $1. Double your deliciousness. Hurry, this BOGO deal won't last.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival is coming back to T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas this September.
Superstar artists from every genre.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Buy tickets now at AXS.com.
Stories that didn't make the cut. And today we're going to wrap everything up for a Friday. What'd you get, Josh?
I got just plain old Deep Eddy vodka. I might switch it out.
Yeah, I mean, you got to follow the rules, though. I mean, you set these rules, and you were the one strictly following them.
I gave Fritz like 8 mulligans that one day.
Yeah, you were the only one that was following the rules. What'd you get, C-Lane?
Another sheepdog.
Oh, you got 2? Oh, you picked it out on purpose.
All right, I don't have to...
Go rando on that thing.
Didn't I give you tequila in there?
It's a bag full of all these little travel liquor bottles, and you just randomly have to drink whatever you get.
Let's go sour apple schnapps.
I got sour watermelon schnapps.
That's not bad either. Both those.
Schnapps o'clock.
And this is weak.
Yeah, these are not strong.
All right, friends, let's get into our final dispatches since we are short on time. I will tell you, if you are not aware, there is a show called Secret Shows that you can get over on the News Junkie app or newsjunkie.com with the 3 of us, actually. Fully uncensored show every single week. There's a huge catalog of shows, hundreds of them, that you could go back through, and you can subscribe to audio only. It's very cheap, or you could do audio and video, and all of that is ready for you. Check out our show. We had a blast recording the show this week, and it was hilarious, and I think you're going to love it over at thenewsjunkie.com/subscribe. Get your Secret Shows subscription on now. That comes with all kinds of bonuses like discounts on merch and lots of stuff like that. Okay, tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Please keep me anonymous, they say.
Brad emails.
I work for Orange County Public Schools, In regards to the form about nicknames, schools are not required to hand out that form to everyone, nor is every parent required to fill it out. It's available upon request only. We are not advertising it. A real problem, Anonymous says, is the fact that OCPS stupidly turns off the air conditioning at all schools at night and all weekend to save money. When we get to school Monday mornings, it's almost 90 degrees, and it takes forever to cool down. Sometimes the school doesn't cool down until Wednesday or Thursday. What? Because they do this, it also messes with whatever mechanism communicates with the district in regards to the actual temperature. A whole floor of the school has been 87 to 90 degrees all this week, he says. OCPS does not truly fix the issue. If they try to, it's a temporary Band-Aid, and it's broken again a few days later. The lack of AC also causes mold issues, which is a lawsuit waiting to happen. If you could help get the word out about that and have parents contact the district, after all, their kids will have to endure the heat too.
And the mold.
It would make thousands of teachers and faculty members very happy. They don't want them shutting that off during the weekend or at night. That seems like a stupid idea. But, they're doing stupid things sometimes, and this looks like one of them. And let's do some final dispatches here. D-Dub has a confession for us, maybe?
Hello again, junkies. Happy Friday. I have a confession for you. And no, it isn't anything illegal this time, like robbing a convenience store at the age of 14. It's just straight up The Bear on Hulu. I have tried. I'm in season 2. I keep watching. It is absolutely horrible. I don't understand why people like it so much. The acting is horrible. They just start screaming and fighting over the stupid stuff. Too much yelling and screaming. And once again, the acting is horrible. I don't know where it's going. It's just stupid, but I keep trying. That's my confession for the Friday. Y'all have a wonderful weekend.
I love when something is so beloved that to not like it is something that you have to confess.
Yeah.
Like if you didn't like Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
If you were that one
and there's got to be people who don't like it.
Of course there is.
But it's one of those things where it's all of a sudden it's an opinion that you can't say in public because people would jump all over you.
Was it what was the movie that Elaine didn't like that everybody
I don't remember.
Bridges in Madison County?
Yeah. And then somebody would be like, no, you just haven't seen it the right way. Or there's always stuff like that. All right, let's see.
English Patient. The English Patient.
Let's do the stories that didn't make the cut. Asshole. Let's do the stories that didn't make the cut. And they said a major study from 72 different countries has determined that Facebook's growth did not harm the world's well-being. They said that this was between 2008 and 2019, data showing the adoption of Facebook users in all these countries, and it didn't affect the well-being or mental attitudes of people in these countries, even though we blame social media for all of this stuff. And let's just wrap it up there. Let's get the hell out of the way.
English Patient.
Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. Woo! So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Friday, August 11th, 2023. Today I Learned sponsored by J. David Tax Law. Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away. Josh, thank you for being here with us today.
You are very welcome.
We appreciate you.
And thank you in advance for filling in for me a week from Monday.
Yes. Annie's here next week, too, on Monday. So it's a lot of Josh. It's happening. Like it or not, it's happening around here.
I blame Beyonce.
Here we go. Today I learned these ladies.
The Spice Girls.
That's right. Mel B of the Spice Girls had a portion of a tattoo with her ex-husband's name surgically removed from her body. Not like lasered, like surgically cut off of her body.
That's a bit much.
What did they put in place
She
of it?
sealed it in a jar and kept it on top of her wardrobe.
Okay.
So I don't know why she would want to keep that.
Cool.
But I guess she does. You know those kids that you see playing every year in the Little League World Series?
Yeah.
It's been going
Some
on
of them,
since
we don't know if
1947. Some of them might be college age. But since 1947, only 64 kids who have played in the Little League World Series have made it to the professional leagues, have made it to MLB.
Oh, so it's like winning The Voice.
Yeah, it doesn't really do much for you in the long run. Let's see here. Today, I learned James Earl Ray's brother once tried to sell a videotape of his brother's autopsy for $400,000. I don't know why he had that, but obviously his brother famous for very bad reasons. And finally, today learned this guy right here.
I'll be my airport buddy, T-Pain.
That's right.
Tylenol pain relief.
Today learned the T in T-Pain stands for what? Anybody know?
Is it not Tylenol?
It's not Tylenol.
Tallahassee.
Tallahassee is right. That is correct. It stands for Tallahassee because he's from Tallahassee, Florida. They said Najam is his real name. Was born and raised in Tallahassee, Florida to his parents Aaliyah and a Bahamian chef. And his name is short for Tallahassee Pain.
It's
That's
just
what he's stuck with.
Aaliyah and a Bahamian chef. There's no other name.
No, we don't need any name for that guy. All right.